Okay. Hey, everybody. Welcome. Hope everyone's having a nice day. So it's gonna just be a general reading. I didn't finish all the water signs yesterday, so we're gonna do a quick Scorpio reading. And then I thought we would do fire signs. And of course, I'll be taking calls if anybody would like a reading. I hope I fixed the crack of the audio. I guess we'll find out. So, yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Everyone's having a good weekend. Um, I'm having a fantastic weekend. So, okay. So, what's going on in Scorpio's energy? Let's see. Scorpio. Now, what's going on in Scorpio's energy? Let's see. Live chat. There we go. Okay. Scorpio. What's going on in Scorpio's energy? Last night I actually pulled some cards with a new friend. Um, it was the first time I've ever used non-Rider-Waite tarot cards. It was really great. I loved it. I feel like now I want to get some more decks. Um, okay, Scorpio. What's going on in Scorpio's energy now until the end of March? End of March, Scorpio. Okay. Let's see, Scorpio's energy. What's going on in Scorpio's energy till the end of March? Okay. End of March. Welcome to the stream, whoever just got in. Feel free to message me on Instagram, and we can do a phone reading on the show. Oh, that reminds me. Marie, hello, if you're there. Um, I'll get you on after I do the Scorpio reading, if in case you're watching. So okay. Let me just send Marie a quick message. Okay. All right. Can I get a couple more cards for Scorpio? We'll try to keep this one quick. I can't ever seem to do a live stream on 2 hours, so um, okay. Hmm. Interesting. Okay, Scorpio, I feel, and it certainly seems like um you have like some really like assured, fast moving energy coming towards you. I don't think this is your energy. Um, this feels like you know what? We might need one more clarifier. I don't know what this is yet, but damn if it's not really good. Ten of Pentacles clarified the Chariot. Um, the Chariot is like moving like really swiftly and moving forward, like in a real confident, like good energy, like a really good energy. Um, the Chariot represents like the healthy part of our ego. So that's, I mean, that's really great to see. I do have to say, Scorpio, I'm a little concerned. Whether you know this is coming towards you, um, this like fast moving, confident, like Ten of Pentacles energy, you might be a little bit, actually, let me rephrase that. It's not that you absolutely seem to be blocked off. And if you say, Stefan, are you sure? Yes, I'm fucking positive. This is what clarified the Two of Swords. So this card is so again, some people disagree. I don't always see everything as either good or bad with certain cards. However, this particular card can represent blocked emotions, avoidance, lack of decision making. One thing that I always notice on this card, do you see her bandana, like her blindfold, how it's like very taut, it's not loose. Like for instance, in like the Eight of Swords where it's kind of crinkled. This tells me that it's like self-imposed. This card, I mean, what a clarifier about how you're feeling towards like being receptive. This is being like emotionally blocked or just kind of like um you're just kind of like not receptive to really anything like coming in for you, which is kind of weird. I mean, it's almost like an apathetic energy. Hey, Esmeralda, it is a grand afternoon. Thanks for coming back and watching. Um, so that's interesting. The last card that came out was the King of Pentacles and the Four of Swords. This is, I mean, Four of Swords represents like rest, recovery, contemplation. And the King of Swords. I'm gonna get a couple more clarifiers. Then we're gonna get Marie on the chat, um, and then we'll move on to fire signs. Unless you guys would prefer that I do earth signs, I promise I'm actually gonna finish whatever element we pick sign wise, even if we're here like 4 hours. So, can I get a clarifier on this chariot energy? All right, I think it's a person. Um, and this is very clear that the universe wants you to know that this energy coming towards you is really, really positive, like absolutely great. Um, this is wish fulfillment. This is wish fulfillment, personal wish fulfillment. Like this also represents like this could be, I mean, there's almost like a lot of sexual energy, I feel like, attached to these cards right now, and a lot of fucking abundance. Um, I just want to see. I get the feeling that this King of Pentacles is the person um, that's going to be in your future that you don't know. Because I feel like this is you kind of just sitting in the middle, like in this present energy of what's coming and like a foreboding of who's coming. Um, I mean, the King of Pentacles, I mean, talk about a fucking grounded person. I find it funny that it came out with the Ten of Pentacles in the spread. Um, I mean, this is somebody wise, generous, and like discerning. Somebody who has so much material abundance, so much accomplishment in their life. Um, it's really nice. All right. Okay. That makes sense, actually. It kind of took me, I wasn't sure. So, King of Pentacles, Four of Swords was clarified by the Tower. This feels right, Scorpio. Because if you're sitting in this really like unhealthy, like detached, like unopen energy where you're not wanting to like open yourself up to really like this feels like a once in a lifetime blessing, like a once in a lifetime person. But this person comes in, it's gonna cause like a serious fucking dour moment in your life. People who are not used to good things happening or coming in, like a good thing can cause a tower moment. Um, just to humor you, I'm gonna get one more card for advice. But I mean, do we really need the one card for advice? You know what the fucking advice is. Um, yeah, you've been through it. you've been through it in the past. Just remember, the past is in the past. The battles that you fought are over. Like, he's already won. He's already gotten through it. Um, you know, just remember that, your battles that you've had to fight in relationships and with people, they're behind you, and open yourself up to something really good. Okay, that was a nice reading. It was kind of fun. Um, Scorpio, you're kind of being an asshole, truthfully. By the way, everybody, I'm double Scorpio. I have my moon and my rising sign are Scorpio. I do try to disassociate a little bit when I'm pulling for the signs. All right. Just want to clear the energy a little bit. I got some good tips from a friend who knows a little bit more about tarot than I do, or I guess some of the things that come with it, like clearing energy and stuff. So, okay, let's get Marie on the phone. All right.
Hey,
Hello, Marie. How are you doing?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm doing great. Thank you so much for coming on. Um, does my audio sound okay? I'm still trying to figure that out. So hopefully it doesn't
It's,
sound too crackly.
oh, it's coming through clear for me.
Oh, perfect. So where are you calling from?
Utah.
You're in Utah? Oh, wow.
Mhm.
I've been to Utah. I love it out there.
Yeah.
It's beautiful. Have you been there long?
Yeah, I've lived here since I was a kid.
Really? I actually met
Yeah.
someone last night who's from Salt Lake City. Funny enough.
Mm.
Um, so anyway, what's on your mind and by the way, thank you so much for reaching out to me. I'm so glad that you found one of my videos. Um,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah,
I
what's
really appreciate what you're doing on your channel. I
Oh,
think it's really cool.
thank you. That really means a lot to me. I think you're like the first person that said that. So, yeah, I really appreciate that. It's crazy. When I started getting into tarot, before I started learning, I was like, kind of like when everybody gets in, you like start obsessively watching collective readings because they start resonating in a really weird way. I don't think I've ever seen a reader take phone calls, and I just felt like, tarot is so personal, and you can have such personal readings. Just watching like a general collective reading. And I've always really loved connecting to people, I've certainly gone through a lot in my life, and I feel like if I can share that with others, and incorporate like pulling some cards, I feel like that's what I should be doing here. So yeah, I really appreciate you coming on. And so yeah, what's on your mind today?
Well, I hope it's okay if I talk about a couple of things, but I
Absolutely
feel like
not. Of course it is. We can talk
I
about
feel like
anything. I hate limits.
okay, well, I feel like they kind of have something to do with each other.
They usually
Um,
do, they usually do. So, yeah, go ahead. Talk to me.
okay, so first of all, so I've been. It's funny that you mentioned the collective readings, the collective tarot readings on YouTube, because I've kind of been addicted to them for the past year or so.
Oh, wow.
Uh,
Okay.
yeah.
I hope you're taking small little breaks for yourself because I know it's tough. I get obsessive too. Anyway,
Mhm.
continue. Continue.
Yeah, I try. I try to keep, well, and I learned for myself not to take advice as like gospel truth, you know.
Yeah. There's definitely like a rabbit hole element, I
Yeah.
think. And I did kind of learn at times because sometimes, there's so many amazing readers. I honestly I really don't feel like I've seen one who doesn't seem to have like real skill. But some of them kind
Right.
of lead you down like some kind of like places that you don't necessarily need to be that aren't healthy. to like, but yeah, okay. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. And I feel like in my dream life, I'd read tarot for people. I would love to get involved with that. I feel like I have a lot of intuition.
What's your sign, by the way?
What was that?
What's your sign, by the way?
Oh, I'm a Pisces.
Okay. And what about, do you know your other placements, your rising and your moon sign?
Yeah, actually, so my rising is Scorpio and
Me too. High five.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, and my moon is Aquarius.
Okay, so you're two water signs and an air sign. Interesting. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm a triple
Yeah.
water sign, if you can wrap your head around that.
Wow. That's a lot of emotions.
It sure is. Yeah. Anyway, so you said that you obviously have an interest in learning tarot.
Mhm.
Okay.
And I have a lot of opportunity. I went through a divorce a couple of years ago, and I have
Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah, it's improved my life a lot.
Yeah, they tend to.
But I kind of seem to be blocked when I like want to move forward with my intuitive gifts, when I want to
Okay.
learn more about crystals and
Yeah.
healing and energy.
Wow.
And
I mean, I know how you feel, by the way. Like feeling blocked. Have you taken time to kind of, I know this is a broad question, for me personally, and I can only speak from experience, and what worked for me. It really started with me recognizing kind of like toxic behaviors within myself and really like learning to heal um and set like healthy boundaries and really forgiving myself and forgiving others, even people who don't necessarily deserve your forgiveness, or who haven't asked for it. And I think that really can help ground us, before we start kind of like going within. That really was the first thing that before I even knew what the fuck I was doing, or before I even knew I wanted to learn tarot, which wasn't very long ago, it was about 6 months ago. That kind of like it just like woke me up. Like it just kind of like woke up my higher self and like my intuition. Um, so, if that's always a place to start, I think, if you're feeling like a little bit of blocked energy.
Yeah.
But yeah, no,
Yeah.
please continue.
Well, so it's funny because I started my mental health journey. I started seeing a counselor in 2017, and I've actually done I've done some trauma therapy and done a lot of healing, with trying to focus on inward, focus on myself,
Yeah.
and exactly what you talked about, like toxic behaviors. And it's funny because I feel like I'm at a place where I could step forward now into more of those spiritual gifts, but I'm just it's like I dissociate. I can't focus or keep my concentration enough to move into action. And this kind of goes into now what I'm struggling with the other topic I wanted to discuss, which is with work. I've had a job for a couple of years, ever since I, knew I was going to get divorced. I got a job, and it's been a good job. I've been a crisis worker, but I guess for the past few months, I've been kind of struggling, like being on time, and just again more of like those focus and concentration issues. And last week I was told that I'm under investigation, and so I'm not allowed to come into work. I'm on paid work leave.
What do you do for work? What do you do for work, if you don't mind me asking?
I'm a crisis worker.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah,
So it sounds like you're going through some shit. Or
Yeah.
yeah. Well, listen, everything passes. Um, I wanted you to keep telling me more. I've kind of just been pulling some cards while you've been talking. Um, and I gotta tell you, I got some really interesting cards that came out for you. Um, by the way, are you just listening or are you watching and listening? I always like to ask.
I'm trying to, yeah, I'm watching. But like,
Okay.
yeah,
I pulled,
I'm watching too.
I kind of channeled pulling messages, like on my top row for you, your energy, what's coming in. And then when you started talking about work, I kind of started like pulling a couple cards for that. So I want to start actually there. Um, I thought this was quite interesting that this came out for you. The Fool in Reverse. This can be about like being stuck, like being afraid to take a leap of faith somewhere, or to something, um, which I feel like is kind of representative almost of how you're feeling. Um, this can, to me, a lot of times, this is all like in our own head. Um, However, something that I find really interesting, about what you said with wanting to learn tarot, or kind of tap into learning more about, I don't know, like your intuition, like your higher self. The next card that came out was the Page of Pentacles. I mean, Marie, this is the fucking card of like learning something new. But what I really love about this page, um, I don't know if everybody can see like just everything about it. One thing that's really interesting that kind of gets missed. This, I almost pick up that this has some like kind of like psychic, spiritual, intuitive gifts. I mean, the pentacle is almost kind of floating in his hand. But one thing that's really beautiful about this page energy, and I feel like this is going to be you, or this is the universe kind of telling you to step into this energy. And what's nice about this energy is, this page, when he's learning something new, it's not about learning something for the end goal. It's really about being present and like appreciating and enjoying like the journey of learning something that really kind of like fills you up, which I think is really interesting. It's also about like being practical. I mean, it could be about like prosperity or learning to be prosperous. I feel like this is really interesting. This came out. I do have to tell you, there's a lot of fucking people in your energy right now, or that's at least what I'm seeing.
Yeah.
I'm seeing a lot of people in your energy. Um,
Yeah.
I feel like, so something that came out after the page was oh, by the way, I meticulously shuffled my deck to make sure every card was upright, and of course, without fail, I get a reversal. Um, so, um, the King of Wands came out after the page. And something that I found interesting is I almost kind of took this as him really like watching this Page of Pentacles energy. Um, I mean, the King of Wands, I want to get a couple more clarifiers on him. I'm having a hard time reading who he is or what his intentions are, but I mean, the King of Wands upright is like a visionary, like somebody like super passionate, somebody who like breathes life into projects, like somebody who has an idea and follows through on it, like, and always succeeds, like somebody who's like a leader, definitely like a handsome or attractive person. Um, the other cards that came out first for you, Marie, and I feel like we're gonna have to get a lot of clarifiers here. There's a lot going on in your energy, and it sounds like there's a lot going on with you right now.
Yeah.
Yeah. The first card that came out for me was the Ten of Cups. Um, there's no bad way to read this card. this is like total emotional fulfillment, but like in the context of like others. So I know that might not be how you're feeling right now, but it came out, so it has a relevance. The other cards that came out after that were the Empress and the Queen of Pentacles. Do you have kids, by the way?
I do. I have 3.
Okay. If you said no, I would say you should go take a pregnancy test, but this clarifies why both of these came out. I mean, these 2 cards are like the card of like motherly, like maternal energy. I mean, these 2 next to each other are, I mean, these are beautiful, beautiful energies. Please keep talking, and then we're going to keep kind of clarifying here because there's a lot going on. Yeah, please keep going.
Well, I guess I left off with my job. So I just have this feeling like I need to be doing something else. Like I just got a certification in social work, and I'm
Good
planning
for
on
you.
starting my graduate degree soon.
And that's really good for you, by the way. I mean, it sounds like you do something where you help others.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really beautiful. I mean,
eventually.
That's why I left all my other jobs. I felt like I wasn't doing something that was helping others or making people happier. So, I mean, it's, doing selfless work is really beautiful. It speaks a lot about who you are, by the way.
Well, it's very fulfilling. It's very fulfilling. And I feel like I'm not afraid of others' emotional depths and their difficulties. I've had a lot of my own.
Yeah.
And so I want to do, I don't know, that's just what makes me happy.
But you're feeling like maybe you're ready to, like you've kind of outgrown it. Is that kind of what I'm getting from it, or from what you said, or did I mishear you?
I feel like the work environment I'm in isn't right for me anymore, and I have no idea where I'm supposed to go. I don't know, like, if I'm supposed to continue in this, like, social work field that I've gotten this certification in. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to, like, go into other sorts of energy healing, or...
Is it your coworkers? Because that's always a shame when you love what you do, but you feel like there's, like, outside forces that are making it difficult. Am I picking up on that at all?
I have a problem with a supervisor.
Okay.
And kind of felt like I had a target on my back. I hate saying that. I hate feeling that way, being, blaming someone else for something like that. But it does feel like that.
So, you know what? For the moment, let's stick with this work thing, okay?
Okay.
So I'm actually trying something kind of new where I've just been kind of pulling cards without us really asking and just kind of seeing what happens. So I think that what you just said, I think you have your fucking answer already, Marie. And I feel like the cards are confirming that. Like, the fact that you are feeling like not assured in what you're doing now, that's your intuition telling you that maybe you are ready for something new. I really believe that. And the King of Wands was just clarified by the 3 of Pentacles, which is very interesting. This is a card of planning, teamwork, in a work environment. And it's tied to this King of Wands. Are you seeing anybody right now? Or
no,
okay.
Really. I've had a lot of first dates, a lot of temporary connections.
So putting that kind of on hold for a second, I think this King of Wands energy, I think this is telling me that when you step in, like when you get out of your own way and you're willing to take a chance on something that you already know to be what you want to do, you already know, it sounds like. And if you don't, take the time to think about it. But usually, like, that first thing we want to do, or that first like feeling we have, is the right one. Once you step into that, then take that leap into this energy of really like doing something that this tells me it's something new. I feel like this is something kind of new that you're going to be learning, whatever that is. And you'll know it's the right thing because it's going to make you feel good. It's going to feel exciting, and it's going to make you almost feel like in a really happy, good energy where you're like almost enjoying being new and learning. Once you step into that, I think you have somebody coming in, like somebody who has something to do with what you're working on or learning, somebody who's really, really creative and like a doer, somebody who gets shit done, like somebody who's really fucking magnetic. And I think you're going to work with this person, whoever this is. I mean, actually, I don't think, I know that's what the cards are saying. I can't interpret this any other way. No, this feels like a future energy to me, by the way. It really does. Do you want to keep talking about work for a little bit before we go on to something else? Because it sounds like that's kind of weighing on you here.
Well, yeah, I mean, you say I know what I want to do, but I mean, I have a few different things I could do, but it's so confusing. It's very confusing. It's very overwhelming. And
I'm going to ask you something, okay?
Okay.
Do you think that, just hypothetically on a different timeline, if you were doing the same type of social work, which really seems like you enjoy it, which means something, and you were in a different situation, whatever that means, a different office, you had different coworkers, how would that change your outlook on what you were doing?
That's a good question.
I think that's the first question you need to ask, because you've spent a lot of time pursuing this. Listen, it is not easy to find something that gives you a paycheck that makes you feel like whole or satisfied. Not a lot of people, I think, say what you just said, that you like what you're doing, like you like helping people. That I think is significant.
Yeah.
And maybe this is the universe telling you that the leap is like not being afraid to even like put out, listen, it costs nothing to send out your resume to another place. Like that does, I mean, there's different social work offices. Am I understanding that correct? You might have to give me a small education. I know it's a government job, right?
No, we're connected with a university.
Ah, okay. Interesting. Um, okay.
It is the state crisis line.
Okay.
But you're right. There are other organizations I could work for and do the same type of thing. In fact, long-term goal is to eventually become a therapist.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like you have the emotional capacity to do that. Certainly. You know, another thing that the Fool in reverse represents, you're gonna love this. You're gonna laugh to yourself. It represents fear of change. Um, and I think that's really interesting. But a lot of times, I mean, this is so obvious to me. It's showing me how you're feeling right now, like on the inside, like your ego, like your shadow side, like the side that is trying to tell you like that you need to be scared to do something about your situation. And it's also showing me what you potentially have like ahead of you if you get out of your own head. Like there is no risk to you exploring. Like, I'm not telling you have to tell your boss like fuck you and quit. Like, I know you probably want to sometimes, but there's no risk of you staying at your job and trying to find something that you think might make you more happy in the same field or something like slightly parallel to what you're doing.
Yeah.
I want to get another card on this page. I'm almost feeling like, actually, before I say anything, can I get another card on this page? Okay, it's pretty clear. The Six of Cups came out to clarify the page. It's funny. It's all about the same energy of kind of like appreciation, almost like childlike excitement attached to what you're doing. I was trying to get a read on if this is something new. I think generally I would tell you to, independent of what you're trying to decide financially, pursue some of these other things that are like making you happy, like as like hobbies that you can explore that could turn into something new. Like if you want to learn tarot, if you want to keep exploring like how you can improve like your intuitive side. I mean, if you want to go back to keep pursuing like doing therapy, I think this is telling you that you should do it. And there's no reason why you can't do that. It doesn't have to be one or the other a lot of times. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't have to be. I'm a big fan of like trying to do as many things as we're comfortable with before it starts to feel like too much. To explore yourself, like explore like your ideas and things that really make you happy. But I think that if you choose to do something like that, you're gonna meet somebody that's really gonna be very influential in your life that you're gonna start working with. I don't know what capacity, but listen, my personal advice and what the cards are showing me is when you start to do something new, it's really going to pay off for you and it's going to make you very happy. And I think it's going to help you connect with the right people. Be that like taking a new job potentially, like in the same field. But I think this looks really nice. You also got the Three of Cups, which is like a celebratory energy. I really feel like the cards are telling me things are really gonna work out for you if you just kind of like shed really, Marie, it's like self-limiting beliefs, like being afraid to change.
It's true.
Like listen, I told a caller this yesterday, and it's easier said than done. There is nothing wrong with taking a leap and realizing that one, it's not right for you, but at least like knowing that it's not, and like being proud of yourself for trying and or failing at something. I don't particularly see that like in your future. I really don't. I really don't, but I think you have some really nice things coming in. I got to tell you, I'm still confused as hell about this Empress and Queen of Pentacles energy on the board. So we're gonna have to take another look at this in a minute.
Okay.
Is there any other questions?
No, it sounds like what you're saying, what the cards are saying is just I need to take steps, and as soon as I start moving, like that's when things can happen. Because right now I'm not moving; I'm just sitting in place. And
yeah, I mean, dude, that's why your intuition's blocked. You know, And, you know, when you start just like trusting and like trusting in yourself, watch how many things start changing like in your life. You know, watch for the synchronicities that pop up, the little ones, you know, like I don't know, I personally believe that like when we keep seeing those little like signs and synchronicities, and sometimes they're almost unexplainable. Like I have a hard time explaining them to people when I see them, but you don't have to. To me, that means I'm on the right timeline and I'm heading in the right direction when you keep following them. But I mean, there will be delays for you or anybody else who's like afraid to do something, you know, especially when you're afraid of change, but you're not happy or whole in your current situation. But I really would not. I don't. I don't think you should abandon something that you love, that like really is meaningful. I have so much respect for you, you know? I mean, do you work more with kids or adults?
Mostly adults, but I've found that I I enjoy it most when teenagers call in and I get to work with teens.
They need, I mean, yeah, they need it the most. You know, one of my favorite quotes that I always remember, I mean, it's a little sappy, but I think it's so true about like the work you do and like, as people in general. It's, you know, the quotes, it's easier to build strong boys than to fix broken men. And it's really true, you know, especially with younger people. But don't take the wind out of your own sails, especially over a person, you know. I don't know what the dynamic is. I mean, would you like to talk about what happened at your job? It's okay if you don't want to, but
no, that's okay. I'll go into it a little bit. So first began working on what's called the warm line, which is like it's a lower acuity line. I was trained as a peer support specialist to provide emotional support, and that's where I've been there the majority of the past 2 years, and then in August I was able to transfer to the crisis line, taking higher acuity calls. And I had the same supervisor throughout that process, but once I started on the crisis line, there was a change in his behavior towards me.
You should just start pulling tarot cards with callers. I'm just kidding. Imagine. I'm sorry. That was really inappropriate.
Funny because sometimes when we have a really in-depth conversation, I'll find myself bringing up astrology, like the zodiac, and talk about signs.
You get side-eyed. Yeah,
and it's
hey, there's no wrong way to help somebody. If you help somebody, it doesn't matter how you get there. Now that's not popular opinion in like certain work environments, but yeah.
Well, and there are certain boundaries that you need, we can't cross, and I make sure I don't cross those boundaries. But it just kind of seems like this particular supervisor, he's very professional to my face, but then he'll penalize me for certain things that other coworkers of mine seem to do, and they're just fine. And
does he not like the way that you communicate with people? Is that what it's about, or
what was that?
Does he not agree with the way you communicate with people? Like on the phone?
Like on the phone? No, he'll say I did a good job. He'll praise me for how I did on the calls. But it's I guess it's more like the little I have a hard time in general with authority and like following rules. For some reason, I'm always like they give us break times, like very specific break times, and I almost never take my breaks on the break time, not on purpose, but it just feels like so confining. And
Marie, hold on one second. Esmeralda, I'm happy to answer your question after we get off the phone with Marie, okay? Sorry, Marie.
It's okay.
Can I ask you a really stupid question? Have you just tried to
Sure.
communicate with him and ask him? Like,
He's aware that I'm
okay.
he's aware that I think that he calls me out and he sets me
Okay.
apart from other people, but he won't.
Listen, I'm going to get one more card on advice. I would tell you with this guy, because it sounds like he's causing some, like, he's kind of the pin in some of your feelings towards your current job situation. I think if whether you have or not, only you know, but if you feel like maybe it needs to be done again, you just talk to him one-on-one. You talk from the heart. You tell him how you feel. You tell him if you feel confused about some of, like, what he tells you versus, like, what you just expressed to me. And if you truly feel after that conversation like it's not getting anywhere or there's no resolve, I think that might be at least some validation, be it good or bad, that maybe you've outgrown this particular job with him, because some people can't be changed and some people can't be reasoned with. um you know you would know that better than, I mean, certainly than me, because you interact with him every day. But what you should at least feel in your heart is, did I, in a sincere way, do everything I could to try to resolve this conflict in like a healthy, constructive way with this guy to like make things better? And if you feel like the answer is yes, and like it's not getting better with him, you certainly should. Again, it costs you nothing to explore some other opportunities for you.
Right. Well, and it's a weird energy dynamic between us, that I've actually experienced with certain other people, which I know, like, I'm the common denominator, but I feel like there's a pattern where I kind of trigger people. I don't know what it is about me, but
It's because you're a fucking Scorpio rising. That's why. There's there's really there's no middle. Scorpio risings, people either really like you or really have a fucking problem with you.
Yes.
There's no middle lane. Um so but that's why we're here. We're blunt. We do trigger people. That's a good thing. If you're not a toxic person, that's not a bad thing, Sorry, go ahead. Finish your sentence.
No, that's okay. And I definitely am not perfect by any means. In the past, I had a mental health breakthrough where I found that I had narcissistic tendencies, just, from my family of origin, growing up watching my family members, and it's taken a lot of work to get out of those, what do you call it? My belief systems and mindsets, and
sounds like some codependent shit. Yeah. By the way, this is what Queen of Cups was on the bottom of the deck. Damn if this isn't your fucking overall energy, Marie. I mean, especially as a water sign. I mean, this is somebody who understands super, super complex emotional situations with people in their lives. This is somebody who's super fucking intuitive. The Queen of Cups could even be borderline psychic, which is really interesting. It's somebody who's creative and really very flowing energy. This really is you. So keep that in mind. I do want to tell you what came out for advice, okay?
Okay.
Can you see this card?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Sorry, you kind of cut out there a little bit, though.
Okay. Can you see the card that came out? You got the Nine of Wands in reverse. This can be about giving up or experiencing delays this is, again, I think this is like spirit telling you like what's going to happen if you don't do anything. You're going to have delays in like your true path that you should be on, you know? So, but
Yeah.
you already knew that. You didn't even need me to pull that card. I know you didn't.
I do feel like I'm incredibly intuitive. I have this crazy ability to manifest, but the problem is my internal self.
Yeah.
I don't exactly know what I want, and then I'm manifesting things that I don't exactly.
You do know what you want. I know you do. You just have to sit with your thoughts, and you have to have confidence in your choice. That's what it's about. And until you have confidence in what you want to do and like your decisions, it will block your intuition. Like there's lessons that need to be learned for everybody, you know? I mean, when I started like stepping into what I wanted and being decisive and also not being afraid, one, like to tell people no in my life, to like, you know, identify the things that aren't working and actually do something about it. Like the fucking floodgates opened up for me, like, with like just a heightened sense of like intuitive messages. I mean, it's frankly, it's a little hard to explain. That would be an episode for another day, but that's really where it starts. I mean, you just saying all this out loud, you know why you might feel like a little stuck.
Yeah.
But all you always need to ask yourself is, am I doing everything I can to resolve the problem at hand if it's involving a person? And I have no doubt you have great communication skills. I mean, the job that you do, sometimes it's easier said than done with, like coworkers, but, you know, only you can know if you feel like this is a situation that can get better. And if you feel like it can't, again, explore other options. You know, there's no risk to apply for jobs that you think might be great for you. There's no risk to pursue like learning tarot. Go pick up a couple books. You know, if you want to take classes like on the side for a therapy, there's nothing stopping you from doing those things like while you stay at this job until you feel like you absolutely need to leave, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, the Ten of Cups came out. I want to get one or two more cards. What else is going on with you? You said there's a couple things you want to talk about.
That was pretty much it. It's
okay.
the job thing. I haven't been to work in a week because I'm on paid work leave. I'm not allowed to come into work right now. I'm under investigation. I'm just feeling this impending, you know, I'm pretty sure they're going to fire. Well, I'm concerned.
Do you mind if I ask you, did you do something that was wrong, or did you do something that was like broke protocol?
I don't remember doing anything wrong.
They didn't tell you?
No. They didn't tell me what it's about. It's very hush hush. They can't talk about it.
Do you have do you have any idea what it could be? But it's obviously involving a person, like a patient. Is that what you call them? A caller?
A caller. Okay. We call them callers, but I guess there was a caller that I spoke to on the last shift that I worked for the week previous, and he was set on ending his life. He wasn't interested in any of the resources that I brought up on the call, and eventually, you know, it's just like we just had a conversation. He just wanted to have a conversation, so we just talked.
I feel like that guy definitely needs a giant dog.
Yes. He needs a giant dog. Oh my gosh, it's so true.
Okay, sorry, I'm being kind of silly. Go ahead.
No, I'm the same way. Anyway, so we actually connected pretty well. We were talking about each other's lives. I wasn't crossing any boundaries. Um, but we were laughing and connecting, and then at some point in the call he expressed how much he would like to meet
Oof.
me, and I told him that's not
Yeah, that's red
what.
flag. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and that it makes it unsafe for him if he wants to call in. The anonymity of the workers on the crisis line make it a lot more safe
Yeah.
for people to feel like they can call in. And he's like, well, that doesn't apply to me. That doesn't, I wouldn't be bothered by that. Here's my social media handle. And then he said, I hope I didn't get you in trouble. And I said, well, no, I mean, you can tell me anything you want. It depends on whether I take action on it or not, or if there is any action taken. So you're fine. And he's like, okay, well, and we made a plan of what he should do after the call to stay safe. And then the call ended. So, you remember what I told you about following rules earlier.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And sometimes I can get very spontaneous. And I decided to look him up on the social media platform he told me about. And this is something I should not have done, but I did send him a friend request. He didn't accept it or anything, and
they found out about it.
I don't know.
Did you do it at work?
Honestly, even if they did find out about it, it's not really anything that anyone would get fired for or disciplined about. I
don't understand. I would not be the right person for that job because of things like that. If it makes sense for me to say this, personally, I don't think that's indefensible what you did at all. And I don't think you had bad intentions. If that was the reason, technically it's breaking their protocol, and it's also, listen, you don't know that guy. That guy could be a fucking serial killer. It's meant to keep you safe.
Well, and that was a bad idea. I shouldn't have done that. And I ended up taking back I actually ended up deleting my entire account.
Listen, you seem like a really good person. You have a good heart. I mean, the Queen of Cups came out for your energy. I think you mean well. From what it sounds like, maybe you need a different environment where you can express yourself with a little bit less restrictions. And again, I don't know what that means for you. But all I know is, what you told me, you said you studied social work. That's what you went to school for?
Well, originally I went to school for music. That's a whole other story. But I'm going into I got an undergrad degree in music, and then I'll be moving forward to get a master's in social work.
I think that you clearly know what makes you happy, and it's helping others. Sometimes it's about finding the right environment to do that. I think really that's what it is, but nothing's going to change for you if you keep keeping yourself stuck in the same cycles. If you're afraid to take chances and take a jump into something. I know it's scary, but if it makes you feel any better, I left technology sales to to do tarot. So I
definitely see you in sales.
Thank you. Using my powers for the wrong reasons for a long time. But trust yourself. If you feel like you're doing the right thing, doesn't matter what anybody else thinks, and again, if you are somebody who likes to think things through, I'm not telling you to quit your job or anything, but you you're gonna miss all the shots that you don't take, you know?
Yeah, I've been feeling for a while that I need to let go of this job, and
Yeah.
I just see this whole incident happening as the universe just like nudging me forward and being like, you're not making a move, so I'm gonna help you out.
Yeah. I mean, when I didn't want to do anything, like when I didn't want to move forward with things, like when I was ignoring the signs, I swear it was like the universe was like, oh, okay, like you don't want to listen to us? All right, we'll make sure that you stop getting money. Oh, you don't want to listen to us do this? Okay. Like, they'll teach you hard lessons if you need it. I mean, I unfortunately only learned through very difficult tower moments in my life. That's not
I
everybody.
can relate.
Marie, listen, I'm gonna follow up with you on Instagram in a couple weeks. Um, because I'm gonna give you not publicly, I'm gonna follow up with you to see how you're doing because I really see something positive happening. But I'm also gonna give you a hard time if you tell me that you haven't done anything different in a couple weeks. Okay? Um,
That's
is that
good.
fair?
That's good. Yeah, that's fair.
And
I really appreciate what you do
oh,
on this
thank you.
channel.
Well, I appreciate that you care enough to watch what I do. That means a lot to me. I really do.
Well, I can recognize your gifts.
Thank you. That's really kind of you. Um, and yeah, it's really great to meet you. I'm really happy that you came on. I hope this was helpful. Um,
Yeah, it was. It really was. Thank you.
yeah, my pleasure. How old are your kids, by the way?
10, 8, and 5.
Oh, wow. That's, I have an 11-year-old. I don't know how you handle three. I mean, I'm tapped with the one. I told this to the caller last night, like, no one will ever know what it takes to like be there for three kids and then have to find time like for yourself, you know, to keep yourself
Yeah.
grounded. So you're
Well,
doing
they
it
they
though.
keep me grounded. On the weeks that I have them, I'm able to stay a lot more grounded, and
I feel the same
they're on
way. My daughter does that to me too, for sure.
Yeah.
I was definitely like fucking out of control before she was born, so she definitely helped me put both my feet on the ground.
Yeah.
But
As far as rules, my daughters are convinced. They told me that they're pretty sure I'd be in prison if it wasn't for them in my life. So there you
your
go.
10-year-old told you that?
My 8-year-old told me that, and then my 10-year-old agreed.
That's fucking amazing.
Like, come on, you guys, I'm not that bad.
Wow, that's hilarious.
They're big sticklers on rules.
Yeah.
So they keep me in line.
That's really funny. Ugh. You should try to introduce giant emotional support dogs at your job. I feel like that'll
That would be amazing.
I mean, seriously, my two dogs, they're like literally like time released Xanax pills with heartbeats. Like they're like anti-anxiety medication for me.
Oh, yes, my dog keeps me, my children and my dog also, like, he keeps me tethered to this dimension, to this reality, and I dissociate a lot less with him around.
Marie, one moment. Herson, thank you so much. Absolutely. I'd love to have you on the show. Top right corner of the screen. I hope everybody can see that. Send me a message on my Instagram channel, and I can call you right through the Instagram app and get you on the show. Marie, it was so great to have you on.
Yeah, thank you.
Just remember, I'm going to follow up with you in a couple weeks. Just remember,
Okay.
it costs nothing for you to explore your options. It costs nothing for you to call and submit a resume somewhere and take an interview, you know?
Right.
Right. It's a healthy risk that could bring you everything and lose you nothing. So, anyway, you're going to be fine. I know you are. I know you are. And thank you so much for calling. I hope you have a great night, and we'll talk soon, okay?
Okay, thanks so much.
All right, bye, Marie.
Bye-bye.
Okay. I like Marie. She's a sweet person. says a lot about somebody who does that kind of work. I mean, listen, there's there's definitely no narcissists doing social work. I think we can all agree on that. So anyway, okay, Esmeralda. You know that I usually don't do questions in the chat, but you're always going to be my exception to the rule. So if you want to ask me a quick question in the chat, I'd be happy to pull a card or two. But yeah, for everybody new, I usually just do phone readings. I don't do free questions in the chat, just because I feel like that would make me like everybody else who does tarot. So yeah, that was a great call. I was getting a lot of messages. Again, if anybody would like to be on the show, please. Oh, we got 2 requests here. Okay. Andrea. Okay. Hersan. I am going to just call Andrea first because she reached out first and she actually connected with me a couple weeks ago. Hang tight though. I'm going to get you on. I don't have anything to do tonight, so I'll stay on until there's no more callers left in the chat. Let's see if Andrea answers. Okay, Esmeralda, let's pull a card or two.
Hello.
Andrea, how are you? This is Stefan from White Dog Tarot.
I enjoy your channel. I watch your readings.
Oh, thank you so much. I remember you. You left me that really sweet comment about my dog, which I really appreciated. Thank you. Are you there? Can you hear me okay? Oh, we lost her. I'm gonna call her back. Esmeralda, listen, don't take this the wrong way. I don't want to be like judge and jury pulling a card and telling you what to do with your job. That's not my place. I will get a card for advice though, okay? And we're gonna call Andrea back in a second. Esmeralda, it does not seem like your job's going well. I can understand why you're asking me that. Should you leave it? I will not tell you that. I will never tell anybody what to do. It's free will. But these are 2 cards that came out. This is a card of conflict. The fact that you're asking me that tells me that you want to leave it. That's what I think. And I think you should listen to that. People who like their jobs and who feel happy and appreciated don't ask, should I leave my job? So I think you already know the answer, but I'd love to get you back on and we can talk about it a little bit more. You'll be fine. Beast Boy Osmosis, you submitted evidence of a neighbor harassing you? Listen, I'm not a psychic. I occasionally have dreams that come true the next day, but hold that thought. Let's call Andrea back. Everybody, if you're new to the channel, thank you so much for watching. Let's call Andrea back. Esmeralda, you got this. Much love.
Hello.
Hi, I lost you. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
How are you?
I'm hanging in there.
I don't know when you cut out, but I'm just going to say it again. I do remember you. You sent me that really thoughtful comment about my puppy who died, which I really appreciated. Thank you for that. Are you still there?
I'm still here, but it's echoing.
Is it echoing?
Yes.
Um, Esmeralda, are we echoing in the chat? Does it sound okay? Can anybody? I'm hoping it's not my computer. Anybody in the chat, does the microphone audio sound okay? Okay. Andrea, maybe are you like watching the stream with the audio on while taking the call with me?
Oh,
That's probably why. I mean, I know I do have a very
okay.
commanding.
I turned off the video.
Okay.
Can you hear me better now?
I can hear you great. Where do you live, by the way?
I live outside of Philadelphia.
Oh, by the way, you have lovely hair in your photo.
Thank
Very
you.
nice hair.
That's sweet.
You live outside Philly, huh?
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
I'm in New York, by the way. I'm in the Hudson Valley.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool.
I imagine
half my family is in New York.
I imagine outside of Philly is not the same as in Philly.
It's nice to live on the outside when you're close. You can go into town for dinner, go to restaurants, go shopping, but you're not living in town because it's,
Oh, I know.
challenging.
I mean, there's some really nice parts of Philly, but at the same time, I mean, I have told this kind of in jest to some friends. I mean, I've traveled all over the world. I've been to like Africa. I've been to some really poor places. I've never been more scared in my entire life anywhere in the world than I was in North Philadelphia. So
yeah, if you're on Broad Street by the Met Theater and by Temple University, that's a pretty scary area.
It's definitely sad. But thank you so much for calling, and thank you so much for for finding my channel and watching my videos. What's on your wait, hold on. You are a Pisces, right? You're Pisces?
I'm a triple Pisces with a Virgo rise, yeah.
Okay, wait, so you're Pisces sun.
I'm Pisces sun, Venus, Saturn, and I'm a Virgo stellium, and I'm a Virgo rising.
Okay. Interesting.
I have a weird chart. Because Virgo and Pisces are opposite. So sometimes I feel like I'm fighting against myself all the time.
Feel free to keep talking. I just need to clear this deck real quick.
Okay.
Also, it's funny. I think my Venus is in Gemini. I think so.
Uh-huh.
I think that's the sex planet, right?
Yeah. Well, you're a Scorpio, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm a sun Cancer placement, and then my moon and my rising are both Scorpio.
Oh, so you're very watery. Okay.
I'm very watery. Yes, for sure.
Are your baby dogs Great Pyrenees?
Yes, they are. I have two, and they're huge. They're like 140 pounds each.
I love Great Pyrenees. Yeah.
Thank you. And for everybody in the channel, if you're new, I actually started this channel. I had a 1-year-old puppy, who died and got hit by a car, and
horrible.
I mean, it was I almost died too. It was that car came inches from my life, and
oh my gosh.
And I couldn't save my dog. And yeah, I was right there when it happened.
That's traumatic.
It was horrible. And that really kind of started like a whole series of really intense tower events in my life. That really led me here. But I feel her every day, Uma. Yeah, there's pictures of her on the page, but
I know.
Yeah. So what's going on
the universe tested you for a reason, so there you go.
I felt like, in some really weird way that I've like really kind of made peace with, I felt like she was here and she left to really teach me how to like forgive myself and forgive others. I mean, I used to be a nightmare. I mean, I used to be so angry. I mean, I was, I very regrettably, I mean, when that guy hit her, I mean, I really hurt that guy. And afterwards, I told myself, I will never like do anything out of anger or violence ever again. Because you know what? It wasn't even really his fault. It was my fault. But I really think she taught me how to learn to forgive myself and really to forgive others. people who do deserve to be forgiven and people who don't. So, yeah.
That's why blessings are blessings. Yep.
Yeah. So,
Yep.
you're a realtor, right? You a realtor?
I've been a real estate broker for 25 years.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Good for you. So what's going on? You said that you've been having a bad couple days here. Hey, Elaine.
Well, you talked about having a succession of tower events, and that's exactly what happened to me. So just to give you a quick summary,
Sure.
I was with my husband for 23 years, and he died from COVID in 2021.
Oof. Damn.
I had a very successful real estate team, and my team lead
I'm so
was
sorry
diagnosed
about
with
that, by the way. I'm so
Yeah.
sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Then the year after, in 2022, my partner on my team, I had a very successful real estate team. She was diagnosed with late stage cancer. That was the year after. I also severely broke my ankle that year and could not work for 4 months. And then the year after that, my mother fell very ill, and I had to move in with her. And I cared for her for 15 months until she passed. And she just passed in November last year, in 24. So I've basically had my entire life wiped off the map in the last 4 years.
Wow. Yeah, it sounds like you've been through it.
Yeah, I've been through it bad. And my life prior to that, I'm not going to lie, I had a beautiful life. I was successful. My husband and I traveled all over the world, traveled everywhere.
Yeah.
He had a successful company. We were able to work abroad or work wherever we traveled because, we both did it on the computer. And we just really enjoyed life and really enjoyed everything. So needless to say, I feel stuck as hell. I just feel stuck.
Do you just feel kind of like unstimulated?
No, I just feel like I don't know what I'm doing, what I'm doing anymore with my life, with my career, with anything.
Can I ask, what do you, just broadly, do you feel like you're missing, like a person in your life? Do you feel like you're missing excitement in your life? Do you feel like
no,
it's financial?
No, I'm in hermit mode. I dated
well, you do have a lot of Virgo in your chart, so that is,
I do.
That is suiting. That's Virgo energy.
Yeah, I'm a meticulous, very perfectionist workaholic is the way I would describe myself. But I dated a man for 16 months and we had fun together, but I didn't have it in me. I just didn't have it in me to be in a serious relationship. And my friends were like, how could you not love him? He's a successful real estate attorney. He's, good looking. He's charming. He's sweet. He's everything. How could you not like him? And I just...
was it like a fear, or did you just feel it was obviously something? Like, was it...
Well, I think the death of my husband really did more of a number on me than I even realized. And I just couldn't... I felt like I did him a favor by breaking up with him. I'm going to be honest with you. I really did. I did him a favor because
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. You recognize that you weren't healed and you couldn't give him what you...
No, exactly. Yeah. So
are you second guessing that now?
No, I'm not. I know I made the right decision. The other thing about him that really upset me is he was not spiritual. He was actually an atheist. And me being super spiritual, that's a big conflict for me. Do you know what I mean? So
I respect that that's important to you. I personally have always, if you asked me 6 months ago what I believed in, I'd tell you I didn't know. But you know, I came from a very strange background, but I am someone who always respects others' beliefs. As long as they're okay having conversations about it and respecting my beliefs. I certainly don't think I need to have all the same beliefs, like spiritually, as the person I'm dating. Does that I mean, truthfully, I probably would not see myself ending up with somebody who goes to church every Sunday. But
No, I'm not a churchgoer. I don't go to church.
yeah, but
no.
you know, I think if somebody appreciates you for who you are and they're open to new ideas and discussions, that's what's important. That's how I look at it, because it's tough to find somebody who really mirrors everything that you believe, and sometimes that can get kind of boring.
Yes.
But
yes,
I got off on a little bit of a tangent there, but it sounds like maybe that wasn't him though. You guys didn't see eye to eye.
Yeah, he was Scorpio Sun, Scorpio Venus, and a Cancer Moon. So he was kind of the opposite of you, but the same.
Yeah.
So we really should have been the perfect couple. Like, we really should have been the perfect couple. But the thing that upset me about him is he was very, very critical and judgmental of people. I read tarot. I'm very much into astrology. I know a lot about it. I'm well educated on it, and he made fun of me for it. So
yeah, that's not cool.
Yeah.
That's not respecting other people's beliefs.
No. Nope. And
yeah.
It's so funny because I'm so intuitive that he'd have a court case and he would talk to me about his cases, and I would tell him exactly what to do and exactly what was going to happen. And he would say to me, "How do you always know that?" And I said, "Because I have strong intuition. And the reason you don't is because you blocked that out because you don't believe in any of that stuff." So I think I taught him a few lessons, actually.
Yeah. Well, you seem like a blunt person. I will say,
I am.
Some people don't know how to receive that. So remember, use the power of your words, always with good intention. That's something it took me a long time to realize, but it sounded like he kind of didn't respect what you believed.
No, he didn't.
But
no, and I'm very empathic, and any friends I have will tell you that I'll give the shirt off my back for people. But I think the bluntness and directness that I have is an artifact of being in business so long. You know what I mean? And
what? From what you've told me already, it sounds like you're not missing a relationship. It sounds like that's not what's missing in your life.
No.
I pulled one card which is kind of interesting. It came out. I actually got a very, very strong message just from pulling one card. The Four of Pentacles came out. I don't know if you're watching. I'm just gonna hold up the screen if you want to rewatch. This is a card about being like conservative. With like a lot of times it represents being conservative with like resources, or possessiveness, or funny enough, it actually can represent blocked change. You know what I'm interpreting this as? I think you're holding on too tight to your current situation, whatever that means. Can I ask you just a question? If you're not comfortable answering it, do you feel like are you somewhat comfortable, like, or stable, like, financially?
I am. I've always been a successful realtor, but I'm not going to lie. The last couple of years, really, it was very difficult for me to take care of my mother and keep my business going. And, obviously with my partner being diagnosed with cancer, she almost died. So she's out of real estate. So it was almost like the universe burned my entire life down to the ground, like everything I worked for, everything I had. But I don't know. I'm not feeling like.
Do you feel like you're in a position if you had an idea to do something that was like inspiring, like go somewhere, like just for instance, go somewhere for like a week or two, would you be in a position to do that financially?
Yeah, I'm going to actually go somewhere in May, and I'm going to go somewhere in June too. I think I need to get out of town. I really do.
That's what this card's telling me. I think you're I think you're holding on too tight to everything that's around you right now.
Yeah, I agree with you.
And I honestly, like, listen, what you said about money, the energy I'm picking up on this card, and for everybody else listening, if we are just clinging on to everything that we have, like financially, like in this scarcity mindset, that's what you are going to attract.
Right.
Whether you have 6 figures in your bank account or you have the
Right.
last $30 in your bank account.
Right. Yeah.
And, you know, listen, it's expensive to live. It's crazy. I mean, I know how you feel. And listen, I've worked jobs where if I don't sell things, I don't make money, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
So I know how you feel. I have a lot of realtor friends. But the reason I ask that is because, you know, all I can ever do is talk about my own personal experiences and what really like impacted me and my choices in a positive way. And I can tell you when I do like just decide that I want to, like you said, just go do something that's like inspiring or like feels good to you, like take a trip somewhere, like get out of like a space that feels like stale and stagnant. If you're in a position to do it, just do it, you know?
Yeah.
Andrew, I got a lot of messages from that one card, by the way.
That's interesting.
I'm excited to pull more. Please keep talking.
May I ask you a question?
Absolutely.
So I was halfway through writing a book when my mother got ill. And I just stopped writing because my entire world was, you know, basically concentrating on her. And the book is a self-help book for people. It's a book about my life and what I went through in my life. And, you know, it's growing up in a toxic family and what I overcame and what I did. And it's loosely based on my life, but it's more about helping women to pull themselves out of toxic situations, you know, whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I just keep feeling like I'm supposed to start writing it and finish it. I just feel like I need to do that.
Then do it.
Because
you should.
I think the universe burned my life down so that I would
big time
take time and have the knowledge to know how to get people through it. Because with everything I've been through, my friends are like, I don't know how you didn't have a nervous breakdown with everything, because it happens in such quick, close succession.
Andrea,
you know, my friends are like, you're so strong.
I gotta tell you, I pulled 2 more cards. Listen, you seem like such a sweetheart. I think you've been getting in your own way. I really do.
Yeah.
And listen, this is not the tarot channel where I wish I could only deliver good messages and, you know, but that's not real life, you know?
No.
Listen, what came out after the 4 of Pentacles, and this isn't a bad card. You got the 5 of Pentacles. And can everybody see this? And you got the 8 of Swords. This actually speaks very much. I almost find it like poignant that it came out. I mean, this card represents like illness. It can also be about being in a state of poverty or lack. But I mean, it sounds like you've been kind of surrounded by like some people in like poor health, things like that. So I did find that interesting.
That is.
It can also be about feeling rejected. I don't get that from you. This card, the 8 of Swords, I actually think I brought this card up earlier when I pulled the 2 of Swords. This is a card of feeling trapped, like fears of vulnerability and like feeling like restricted, almost to a point where it's not self-imposed. Now, we can all read into that, like, but that's what the card represents. At the end of the day, I think for a lot of us, it might feel like it's not self-imposed, but it is. I mean, this is telling me really like the message like that I gave you before I even pulled the card. Like if you're feeling like you're in a stale kind of stuck place. I mean, it's funny you said you felt stuck and then the Eight of fucking Swords
Yep.
came out, of course.
Yep. Yep.
You know, this is telling me this is your energy. I'm gonna pull some more cards. It's funny, like it's the universe is one, they're validating how you feel, and a situation like this, you and I don't even fucking need to pull a card for advice because we know what it is already. But I want to get more information. I mean, is there anything that you are interested in exploring or hearing, or like getting? Do you have any questions?
Should I stay in my career, because I have been in it for so long, and just, try to get my head back into the game again, or should I move on and do something else?
Yeah. Well, if I'm not mistaken, I mean, real estate, you can do it part-time, correct?
Not successfully, but yeah, you can do it.
Okay.
Part-time.
Let's pull a couple cards. I don't even think I need to pull a card on that. I think the Eight of Swords is telling us that you feel trapped and restricted right now. And you feel like you're in a state of like lack. And I think you're like desperately holding on to something that you need to like that you shouldn't be clinging on to. I mean, if you took a year off from real estate, what would that look like for you? Would that be a burden on you, do you think?
I think I would be okay, but you can't do that indefinitely. And, it's just it's funny because I just had this week was my birthday. So
happy birthday.
My girlfriend took me out. Thank you. My girlfriend took me out for dinner, and my girlfriend happens to own a successful real estate franchise here where I live. And she asked me, would you be interested in managing our company? I just got that question asked to me on Thursday night.
Wow. A real estate company?
So, yeah, I've done it before. I've managed realtors before. So,
would you move for that job?
I think it would redirect me. My favorite thing in life is mentoring realtors, mentoring salespeople. Like, that's my favorite thing to do. I'm a big teacher. I'm a big trainer.
Yeah.
People respect my advice. So I'm seriously thinking about it, to be honest with you.
So a couple things. First of all, I think that it sounds like you've, at least for now, outgrown what you're doing or where you are or your current situation, really in some capacity. I mean, if only ultimately whether or not you need to like completely detach like 100% from like your current job, or if there's a scenario where you can do it on like you can still put some into it. But what I'm seeing, I mean, first of all, I know that, I mean, if you feel stuck on writing, nobody can write if they feel mentally stuck, like
exactly.
But I gotta tell you, the next card that came out is fucking beautiful. The Four of Wands came out. I mean, this is a card of celebration, like home, like happy home, special events, freedom, excitement. I think this is what you have. Well, I don't think. This is what is ahead of you once you do something different and get out of your own way and clear out whatever energy you need. I tend to be a little bit like I make huge decisions when I'm feeling like kind of in a rut. I know everybody doesn't work the same, but I think you need to first think about what's gonna make you happy in the present. Like maybe just get out of the house, like go somewhere like beautiful for a night or two, like go take a road trip for a night or two, somewhere where you just feel like happy, like, where you feel kind of in your own energy, like something just makes you feel good. Go stay at a nice hotel, go take a little trip, clear your energy, clear your head, and then that will help you, like, one, I think, like ground into what you need to be doing now, whether that's taking a new job, or pursuing like a passion, you know. A big thing, like I told this to the last caller, something that's passionate for you, sometimes that can really help bring balance into your life for the thing that brings you an income until you don't need it anymore. But there's no wrong. It's about finding something that's going to make you feel balanced and happy.
Yeah.
Sounds like it's not about money, though. I mean, it definitely sounds like it's not about money. It sounds like it's about you.
Yeah, the one thing that does make me feel good and keeps me up is I go to a private trainer 3 days a week, and then I go to my gym twice a week. So I'm pretty much working out every day. That is one of the things that makes me feel good.
I'm the same way. Absolutely. I really think that you need to. I'm going to pull another card for. By the way, as you were talking about taking a new job, doing something different, this came out on the bottom of the deck. The 10 of Pentacles. I mean, geez. This is like just...
That's the card of all cards.
Yeah. This is like a permanent abundance. Yeah.
That's what it is. Yeah.
I think it's very clear that you need to you got to become a doer. Again, I don't know at what capacity you feel like you need to move on to something new, but ask yourself that and trust yourself when you get the answer. Like the universe gets mad at us when we ask ourselves questions like, should I leave my job to do this? And we know what the answer is, and then we just don't do anything about it. Then they start making our lives miserable on purpose to teach us lessons.
Right.
So, listen to yourself. But if you don't make any changes, you're gonna feel stuck like this. How long have you been at your place for? Like
for 12, my office for 12 years.
What about like? Are you happy with like where you live, like your home? Like, do you feel?
I moved a year ago, and I moved into a loft closer to town, and I like this lifestyle. It like took me out of the area I was at with my husband for so many years, and
so it feels good to come home. Like it feels good to be at home.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great.
I love my loft.
That's good.
Definitely.
I think you just need a shakeup, girl. Seriously.
I do.
Yeah.
I do.
I mean, congrats on. I mean, that's. Working for 21 years in a job, I mean, no doubt you're fucking successful. A really close friend of mine, Pamela, who's a little bit older than me. I mean, I think she's been doing real estate for 21 years too.
I'm 25 years now.
25, yeah. I mean, I don't even have to question your commitment to like hard work. You don't work hard, you don't get paid in that job.
No.
So
no.
But it sounds like you're ready for something new. And I think it's going to come down to, I want to pull some more cards. Really, how much do you feel like you want to take on? I mean, something tells me that you could probably that you're capable of taking on a lot at once successfully. You seem like you have a lot of energy.
I wanted to run a real estate company. I could do it. I don't know if I will take that on now, but.
Yeah. I mean, that might only you know if that's going to be good for you. It sounds like you need something that's making you feel more emotionally satisfied. That's what I feel like you're missing.
Definitely.
Let me get another card.
Yeah, I'm a teacher and a mentor, and that's what I like to do. The conundrum I'm in is because I've been in it so long, I'm well known. And that's worth something. And it takes a lot of years and a lot of hard work to build that reputation up.
For sure.
So it's hard to walk away from it. It's like just to say, okay, I'm done. It's really, really hard to walk away from it.
Well, nothing always has to be all or nothing in life, I mean, maybe you can like find a way or figure out a solution where you're only taking certain types of clients, or you're just taking, you're carrying less on your back with work,
Exactly.
And being okay with that, though. You need to be okay with that. I know what you mean. Like, you built up this reputation and you feel like a sense of obligation to maintain it. Like, you strike me as somebody, every time you get a phone call, like, about like an opportunity or like a client, you probably always want to say yes, and it's probably going to be really tough for you.
Yeah, I'm out the door. I'm out the
So
door, but
yeah,
I only take listings. 2 years ago, I converted my business, and I only do listings. I do not work with buyers anymore. So that took a lot of strain off of me. And I only took certain types of listings. So what you had suggested was good, and I've already kind of done that.
I think something that I found interesting after the Four of Wands. I mean, I was just talking. I just was mentioning balance. Justice came out. This is about
Wow.
truth and balance. I mean, it's Libra energy.
Yeah.
To me, this is, I think, talking about one, speaking your uncomfortable, like being like speaking the uncomfortable truths about what you need. Hey, Crow's Nest, how are you? Good to see you back. Hope everything's going well. So this tells me that you need to be truthful with yourself. I mean, clearly you're an intuitive person. I know for me, sometimes it's easier. It's always been easier for me to use my intuition with others than myself in the past.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
again, people who like intuitive people, when you're afraid or you have a little bit of fear, it doesn't get rid of our intuition. It challenges it. And I think that
Right.
you know what you want. Um, you know, I think you just need to be truthful with yourself about what you want. And I think you just really need to bring some level of balance in your life. I mean,
Yes.
honestly, when is the last time you really did something like that made you happy or did something nice for yourself? Like sometimes I feel like I've hated my job, and then I just need to take like a week or two off to go somewhere, like, and like ground myself, like go meditate, and then I come back and I feel a little bit more centered. I think you might just need to look at what's going to make you feel more balanced in your life, like emotionally
Yeah.
and materially, because I don't think you
Yeah.
you seem balanced right now.
No. No, that's why I go to the ocean. The ocean is the only place that really makes me feel good. And walk on the beach. And even if I'm only there for 2 or 3 days, you're right, it does make you feel better.
Yeah.
I'm going to be going down to Cape May for a few days in May. So I'm looking forward to that.
The last card that came out, listen, I think things are really gonna like turn around for you. The last card that came out was the Nine of Cups.
Wow.
I couldn't ask for a better card to come out. This card is personal, emotional fulfillment, like complete emotional, like satisfaction, like it can almost be like sensual pleasures, but it's essentially a card of personal fulfillment, and it is wish fulfillment. This tells me that you are a lot closer than you think to feeling like you're not missing something, like your life doesn't have like a stuck stale quality to it. I mean, this is all about personal sense of satisfaction. And I do think it's really interesting that like the first three cards were really like dark, and the other three were fucking beautiful and so happy. I mean, you got the Four of Wands, you got the the Nine of Cups. And I think it's so funny how opposite these two are, which really speaks to the Justice card. I think that you need to balance like your own well-being, like with whatever's going on in your life with work. And I think that you're a lot closer than you think. I really do. I think you need to go somewhere to clear your energy for a day or two.
Thank you. Yeah, thank you very much. It's funny. One of the things I thought that would be so much fun to do part-time is to become a travel consultant. Like, I would love to do that.
Yeah. I didn't even know those jobs still exist. Do they?
Yeah.
feel like
Yeah, they
everybody-
do. They're different business models. They're more universal platforms. They're not like mom and pop, stick and mortar buildings that you walk into. That doesn't exist anymore. It's all online, but it would still be fun.
I bet you'd be great at that.
It would still be fun.
I mean, listen, it seems like you've gone through a lot of fucking trauma and like loss, like real loss. And listen, I just want you to know you should feel really like proud of yourself. And like, a lot of people who go through loss don't know what they want. And a lot of times they confuse that with needing like a person to fill that for them.
Oh, no, that's not me. No,
that is not you. And you should really feel like that's a really great energy to be in. Like, it's a lot. I would much rather be in a situation where I need to figure out what I could do to make myself happy, rather than being an energy where I rely on someone else to give me that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's codependent, and it's very, very unhealthy.
Yeah. And, I think it sounds like you were with somebody, maybe who wasn't perfect, but offered you a lot, and you realized that maybe that's not really what you're looking for, a connection like that. And you know what? I bet that once you start actually doing right by yourself, and doing things to make yourself happy, like, be it just like things that make you feel good, right. Take some time off from work to just like explore on any level. Yeah. I would be shocked if you don't inadvertently like find someone new. I'm just saying, like, even without looking. Sometimes people don't come into our lives till we're ready. Yeah, till we have our 9 of cups, till we feel like emotionally satisfied with who we are.
Yeah, that your energy is so amazing, which leads me to my next question.
Thank you. You're sweet.
And I'm not being paranoid, or anything, but I feel people in my energy and watching me. And I feel it some days not as strong, but other days super strong. And, I'm not being paranoid, but like stalking my social media. Okay. And you know what I'm saying? Is there anybody in my energy
let's check.
That's giving you this reason to feel this way?
Well, it's people probably are thinking about you. It's possible. Let's pull some cards. I can tell you what I do because I feel that constantly.
Yeah.
I can't tell you how often I feel like lingering X's in my energy and things like that.
I totally feel it. I totally feel it.
Especially since I started doing tarot. I mean, I was telling my new friend yesterday, like I have a really difficult time sleeping. Like I'm very empathic.
Yes, me too.
And I have a really difficult time like releasing energies. But I will tell you something that I do that really helps. Like at night, because I really can't ever sleep. I just take a moment to like meditate and I breathe and I bring back all my energy that's out in the world. And then I release energy that doesn't belong with mine. And that's kind of a nice way to like clear people out of your space, your mental space, if you're feeling them. It works. Trust me, it works.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Is there anybody?
Yeah, there was a guy I dated for a couple of months. This is going back a few years, and I don't want to be with them for some very, very, very valid reasons. But he, to this day, still texts me, and I block his number, and he'll text me from another number. And it's almost like you feel like a vampire is like watching you in the wings. Do you know what I mean? Like,
I sure do.
How I feel.
Oh,
I feel so creeped out.
I hear you. I dated an energy vampire straight the fuck up, and I didn't even know that was a real thing. So, they exist. Trust me.
Oh no, this guy was a bona fide narcissist, like big time.
All right. Is there anybody in Andrea's energy right now? I don't even feel like this is a great. I'm gonna just pull a card. That might not even be helpful for you to know, but let's see what's going on. I need another card.
When you're an empath, you attract all the crazies.
Mm-hmm. All right, Andrea. The universe doesn't want to give me any messages about who's in your energy. The reason why is
They don't want me to know.
it's just not. It's not important to you. It's not going to be a benefit to you.
I got it.
However, they did give me some very strong messages. So, the first card that I pulled for the top row, which again was next to the Four of Pentacles, the Five, the Eight of Swords,
Mm-hmm.
the Nine of Swords came out. Again, the top row energy. Get out of your own head, my friend. Get out of your own head.
Okay.
But guess what fucking came out on the bottom row next to the Nine of Cups? The Three of Cups.
Oh, really?
It's a card of like celebration, happiness, friends.
Yeah.
This is like beautiful energy. It's so funny. This spread, I have 2 rows. It's so like yin and yang. I mean, this really is like just opposite. It's really about balance. It's really funny. It's really funny.
Well, the way the cards appear are laid out, it's almost like transformation.
Yeah.
To me, that's what it means.
Wow, this is great. Andrea, thank you so much for coming on. It was so awesome to meet you. You seem so great. I'm so glad you found my channel and sent me a message. It's been really great to meet you.
Thank you for your messages. Thank you for your beautiful energy, and I'll keep watching.
Yeah, and keep in touch with me. You know, I mean that. Like, I really do. You're gonna do fine. Like, I'm so not worried about you. I'm so fucking not worried about you. You got such happy cards. You got the Four of Wands. You got the Nine of Cups. You just need to reach out and grab it and stop clinging on to something that you know isn't making you happy. You know?
Thank you. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your week, and I appreciate you.
I appreciate you, and I'm gonna reach out to you, and you can tell me all about your new adventures, okay?
Okay, dear. Thank you so much.
All right, bye, Andrea.
Bye-bye.
What a sweetheart. I like Andrea. Okay. Jessica, Elaine, how are you guys? Thanks for coming back. Thank you. I don't even know. Okay, we're at 2 we're at 2 hours, and I've done 1 general reading, but I guess that's how the show's gonna go when I do live shows. Let's see. Elaine, Jessica, do you guys want me to do a general reading, or should I try to call this other person? What should I do? Okay. Did you guys, I got like a very strange message in the chat. Did you guys see that live chat? Somebody like, I'm trying to scroll through and look at it. It was very, like somebody like asking me for legal advice or something. It was weird. Elaine, are you a fire sign, Elaine? I'd be happy to do a reading for you. I think you asked me last time. What's your sign, Elaine? Jessica, does my microphone sound better this week? I hope it's not crackling. I'm like, I tried like, for the last 2 hours to try to fix it. Okay, great. Elaine, just let me know what your sign is and I'll pull some cards for you. Okay. Perfect. That was actually the sign that I was going to do next. Believe it or not. Okay, cool. Let's do Aries. Wait, Aries and some planets an ascendant. Okay. If it's okay with you, I was going to do fire signs. I could do earth signs though. Let's do fire energy. I'm feeling fiery. Oh, your Taurus and Pisces moon. All right, we'll do Aries. Sorry. Okay. All right, let me shuffle these. Everybody, I will be gone 10 seconds. I just need to fill up my cup. Not figuratively. Actually, I need some more water. So, 10 seconds. Okay, I'm back. All right, let's do some general readings. Um, we got some good callers tonight. All right. All right. Actually, let's do Taurus, Elaine. Let's do Taurus. I actually haven't done a Taurus reading in a while. Okay. Elaine, where do you live? I don't know if I asked you that. I don't think I did. All right. All right. Really? Where? I've been to I've been to like most of the provinces in Canada. I love Canada. Um, I've been to all the provinces on like the East Coast. Okay. One of my best friends lives in Toronto. Like I grew up with him here. He moved up, he actually went to college. I'm 36. He went to college there right out of high school, and he like met a woman and got married, and now he lives up there full time in Toronto. Um, yeah. I really like New Brunswick. That was really cool. Um, yeah, I did a road trip through the United States, and I did one through like a lot of the provinces. It was so fun. Um, okay. All right. What's going on in Taurus's energy? I stayed at this like really like desolate campsite in New Brunswick. I have never felt so much weird like spirit energy there. Um it honestly it was kind of terrifying. It was so strong. My two friends when we were camping, they don't even like believe in ghosts. Um they felt it and heard it too. It was like, well, all right, we'll save that conversation for another day. Um, yeah, that was weird. Okay, Taurus. What's going on in Taurus's energy? Taurus. Okay, what's going on in Taurus's energy? Elaine, my daughter's a Taurus, by the way. Okay, Taurus. Hmm. Okay. Take another card, please. All right. First card out, the Five of Swords. Second card out, the Magician. Third card out, the Hanged Man. I'm gonna get a clarifier on this Five of Swords. Can I get a card, please, on this Five of Swords? What? Okay. Another card, please. Hmm. This is weird. This is weird energy. Another card, please. Okay. Um, just give me a second, everybody. There's a lot going on here. Another card. Okay. So this card represents, I mean, I interpret it a couple ways. This feels like, I don't think this is your energy. I don't. I really was not sure. I'm getting a lot of really weird messages. Like I'm getting a lot of really weird messages. This is a card about like self-interest. Um, I wasn't sure which person represented you more. Um, I actually think that this is you in the background. The reason I think that um this doesn't always mean walking away, but I'm really picking up on that. I think you walked away from somebody really fucking toxic, um, who, I don't know, almost like I'm getting this energy, like whoever you walked away from, like real arrogant energy, almost like they like were kind of like enjoying seeing you upset. And also this energy, like they expect you to come back. I just want you to know that I told you I'm getting a lot of weird messages. I don't know who that's for. Um, I don't like that person. They seem like somebody who wants to win. Like I know that's a specific message. Like somebody who like every kind of conflict or like it's about winning. Somebody really closed off. But the Fool clarified that. I think you walked away from somebody. I don't know if this is a relationship yet. It is. It's definitely a relationship. Okay. You walked away from somebody who doesn't really seem to be great. Um, Somebody who might have been making you like feel like lack, like real legit lack energy. Um, like somebody who I don't know, is this person I feel like this person depleted your resources a little bit. Um, I think you've been trying to really manifest change in your life. And I think that, I mean, this is another card that came out, which is really cool to see this right after the Magician. I mean, this is about looking at things from a different perspective. Um, like truly, it's about kind of going within in like a really spiritual way. like a really spiritual way. I think it took a lot out of you. Okay. This is weird. Okay, I almost feel like walking away from like whoever this was, like almost made you, like it left you almost like with physical ailments. Like you felt like you got, like there was like physical symptoms, um, like from all the stress that this person caused you. I think this person still kind of like, I think this person kind of talks shit about you actually. Um, but the good news is I have some really cool, good things that came out. I got the Ten of Cups that came out, and I got the Knight of Wands. Um, this is a person who's super fucking adventurous, super creative and passionate. Like definitely attractive, definitely has like a very like youthful sex drive, somebody charming, um somebody kind of daring, but like in like an Indiana Jones way. um I mean, this person definitely has some negative qualities. Definitely can be like kind of arrogant. um this person definitely can have kind of like a high body count, like he might like to like sleep around. He also might get a little hot tempered or restless, but that's not what I'm getting at all. It's facing the Ten of Cups. um I feel like you have somebody new coming in while you've been kind of sitting in hangman energy. This is a really strange reading. um Elaine, is this resonating at all? Anything about this? This is weird. It took me a while to get like clear messages. I feel like I was just getting too many. Um, can I get another card? Oh, Taurus, you gotta let this shit go. Um, you're just carrying a lot. I feel like you're carrying shit that that you can like just let go of. What do you need? I don't understand. Like I feel like you're carrying this for no reason almost. I think you're almost done carrying it though. Look, you're almost home. You see the house in the background? You're very close. I mean, 10 is a number of finality. It's conclusion. It's like the end of a cycle. Um, can I get another card here? If there's anybody new in the chat, thanks for watching. Debbie. Oh, Debbie, thank you so much. That was such a sweet thing to say. Um, I really appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Um, my fellow water sign. I'd love to do a reading for you sometime. Okay. Let's get another card for advice. Oh yeah. Yeah, you're ready. You're ready to look towards the future, growth, expansion. Um I feel like this is gonna happen for you because you're kind of sitting in the right energy. You had a change of perspective almost from like what you deserve. Um oh my gosh. That's really funny. How did I miss that? Um so you literally, so in a row it was the Magician, the Five of Pentacles to the Ten of Cups, after you fucking walked away from this person, you've literally manifested a mindset of like total utter fucking scarcity, like just fucking lack, like an energy of being like broke as fuck. That's what this card represents. To literally starting to manifest like complete like satisfaction and like abundance, joy, peace, family in the context of someone else, in the context of this very handsome chap. So this obviously could be a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This person might have like, might like to, I just got a weird message. This person might like to wear cowboy boots. Or like a big belt buckle. I don't know why I just got that. Okay. Let's get one more card. All right. I think we need to just call it there. The Ten of Cups was clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. All right. Message received, Spirit. I think you have some really fucking good things coming in. You know what? Let's get one more card on this night. That's crazy. Wow. Whoever this person is, he's gonna be fucking jealous. He's gonna be so jealous, and I think he's expecting you to like come back to him, which is really funny. You know what I just got? I think this guy, I don't know if he has insecurity issues. I think he is gonna see you with this new person and start like comparing himself to this knight, and like really he's gonna be in his feelings. He's gonna be really all up in his feelings big time. I'm getting some funny messages here. Okay. Can I get a card on this Knight of Wands energy? Okay, interesting. This is somebody new. Queen of Swords came out. Air energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Very interesting. Very interesting that two court cards clarified each other, and they're the only court cards. And I have a lot of cards out, guys. Like more cards than I normally pull, like a lot more. Two court cards clarifying a person, and there's no more court cards. This guy, this Knight of Wands, is one. I think the way that he looks is not going to be reflective of what he's been through. Like I think people. By the way, everybody, please don't take offense. If I see a male on the card, I just say him. If I see a woman, I say she. Energy is energy. It could be a man or a woman. Personally, I relate a lot more to the queens than I do to the kings. So, anyway, but you guys all know about that. I'm sure you all watch tarot. This Knight of Wands, I feel like he looks confident, which he is, super attractive. Almost, if you see him like out, you judge him, like you think he has almost like a player energy. But I actually think he's been through some real shit in his life, like real shit. I think he's experienced serious like betrayal, loss, heartbreak. I like those are things that the Queen of Swords has been through. She is such a complex queen, so complex. And what's really nice about her, and what I'm picking up on this guy, by the way, this guy's gonna he's gonna chase you. You don't have to worry about approaching him. He's gonna come up to you. And I don't feel like again, this person's really attractive. You're gonna think that they are like a player, or they sleep around. They're not. They're not. He's just confident, and he's gonna come up and approach you because he likes you. He also has a good sense of humor, like very witty, super witty. Um, the Queen of Swords has been through a ton of shit in her life. Do you see how her hand is extended? Despite that, she uses her past experiences, specifically her negative ones, to make her more discerning of others, but she doesn't it doesn't make her cynical. She's very open to hearing people out. She'll cut you the fuck up with her words though. She doesn't tolerate bullshit, which I think is really interesting. Like I this guy might kind of have like, I'm not getting like in a toxic, not toxic masculinity at all. And again, you can be a female in masculine energy. So if there's any guys watching, I'm not getting like toxic masculinity, but between these two cards, like, wow, this is like a really interesting person, Taurus. What I was gonna say is like, I get the feeling like this guy's not a bad person. He's a good person. He's very kind and smart, but like, I don't know if somebody like talks shit to him, or like if somebody talks shit to you, this guy would literally beat the shit out of that person. Like this guy will throw fists if like your honor gets challenged or if he feels like he needs to. Um, hmm. Okay, this is a funny reading. All right, this is very much taking shape. Do we want to get another card on this knight? I feel like I got a ton of information on them. Um, you got a lot of stuff going on. You got the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles that clarified each other, and you got the Ten of Wands. A lot of tens. You got a lot of tens on the board. I'm just trying to pick up on. I mean, there's literally every element out here sign wise. I don't even want to throw you off and try to tell you what kind of like what horoscope sign this person might be. It's so not clear. Um, I mean, this is fire energy and air energy. Um, I'm getting a lot of fire energy. Like, not that it's like super pronounced more than others. I don't know, it's just kind of standing out to me. It's just standing out to me. I think you might meet this person in the summer as well. Like May or June. Interesting. This is an interesting read. Okay, that was good. All right. I'm gonna see if I got any more messages. Then I might call it because I really need to clear both of these decks because I've used them a lot. Um, and I have like about like I have like 10 text messages, and like 5 missed calls, so I need to see who's calling. All right, so we got Taurus done and we got Scorpio. So you know what? I have to. I need to keep my word. I'm gonna do Capricorn Virgo super quick. Like just super quick. Um, I need to get through all the earth signs. You're so welcome, Elaine. Thanks for watching. Sag Girl. Is M searching for me? Mhm. All right, I'm gonna use the other deck. All right, Elaine, don't let me go off on like a 30-minute tangent for Capricorn or Virgo. Like I need you to cut me off. All right. All right. All right, so we're gonna do Capricorn next. This was a good show. We got some good callers. We're like just approaching 2 hours, 30 minutes. So, um, okay. Yeah, we got some good callers tonight. Um, all right, Capricorn. Capricorn, Capricorn. Every time I start a live stream, I tell myself right before that I'm gonna write down the timestamps for the signs and for the different calls, and I just never do. All right, I'll figure it out eventually. I think this is the second week we did streaming, so okay, Capricorn. Everybody, thanks for watching. If you're new, um, we do live streams every Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 6, where I take phone calls. All you have to do is message me on the Instagram app, and I can call you right through the Instagram app. Right now we're doing Capricorn. Um, Usually we do 2.5 hour streams and we get through like two general readings because we just keep getting callers. But yeah, we're gonna quickly do Capricorn, then we're gonna do Virgo. Okay. All right, what's going on in Capricorn's energy? And if you're not subscribed, please like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. I just started this channel like a month ago. I'm still figuring out like how to use like YouTube and my webcam and everything, but I keep getting subscribers and I really appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And thank you guys all tonight for like such like nice comments and words to me. I really appreciate that. Um, okay. All right. Capricorn. What's going on in Capricorn's energy? We're gonna do quick readings. Wow. Okay. I've never had that happen before. I had two cards like desperate to come out, and I was cutting the deck. I have to take them. I have to. Like I feel like a sense of obligation. First card out was the Ace of Swords. Oof. And the King of Pentacles in reverse. Um, okay. Again, um, every card was upright. Oof. All right, one more. All right. All right, Elaine. I said I was going to try to keep them short. Thank you for the clear messages, Spirit. Um, somebody's coming in to tell you some sort of like truth. Like a very like I'm getting like I don't know, like a truth fucking bomb, like a truth bomb. Um, hmm. Sorry, give me a second. Um, is it you? All right, I need to get another clarifier. I'm not sure if it's you fucking keeping it 100 and um like telling off this King of Pentacles in reverse or if it's him coming back. Okay. It's him. It's him. Um it's definitely him. Um this guy is fucking unsavory, this king. um this reversed King of Pentacles, this person is super ungrounded, um, broke as fuck, broke as fuck, like bad with money, like not a good decision maker. Um, yeah, this is a weird person. Um, they're coming in to tell you some truth. They definitely fucking walked away from you. It's funny, this card came out again, the five. It just came out with the other deck. This person's a scumbag. I hate saying that. Like, just like straight the fuck up. I don't even think they're gonna tell you. I think they're gonna say something that they perceive to be like this isn't doesn't even feel like an apology. I think they're just coming back to. They're just coming back. I don't even know why. This isn't an apology. Capricorn, just be warned. I do need to try to keep this short. Last card, Page of Wands. I think this feels like your energy. I think you're just gonna turn your back to this person. I think you're done with this person. I think you like are excited to just like literally like just move on from this person. And you're doing it very confident and courageously. Those are keywords for this card. Confident, courageous. Obviously, this person's creative. Um, Good for you. Honestly, don't even entertain this person. Can I get one more card? Actually, no. I'm cutting myself off. Hey, baddie. Um, you know what? I have to do a quick Virgo reading. You know what? Absolutely. I can't say no to that. Message me on Instagram. I can call you through the Instagram app. I'm just gonna do a Virgo real quick. And then we'll get you on. Batty, just send me a message through the Instagram app. On my information's in the top right, and I can call you through. I can call through the app. Mm. I don't really do readings through chat. It's really hard for me to connect to energy. Um, if you want to ask, I mean, I just did a Taurus reading. There might be some really good information in there for you. Elaine's a Taurus as well. Um, I'm sorry. You know what? If you want to ask me a question, I'd be happy to pull a card or two. But I don't do yes or no through chat. Just because uh, that's just not right. I'm not going to give you advice and tell you what to do. But I mean, we got some really insane messages like in the Taurus reading that we just did. You should rewind the video and watch it. I would be shocked if there wasn't something in there for you, just because I don't believe in coincidences, and you just showed up right after we did the Taurus reading. Um, and there is definitely a lot of people in that energy reading. You should check it out. Um, and after I do a quick Virgo, if you want to ask me a question or two, I'd be happy to pull a card or two for you, just because I appreciate you being here. Thank you, by the way, for watching. And I do want to try to help. I know how you feel. And please like and subscribe if you haven't. Okay, let's do Virgo real quick. Virgo, Virgo, Virgo. That Capricorn reading was weird. That's funny. People are so like, ugh. I always try to have the intention of leading with love. Always. Um, it is okay to just laugh at how like I guess just thin-skinned and like some people are. Like that last reading, just that person just coming back for like no reason into your energy, not even to apologize, is just kind of funny. That's all you can do. It's not our job to fix people. It's not our job to entertain them either. But you're not going to. That was very clear. That was super clear. You're going to tell that person to kick rocks, and it's going to feel really good. Um, okay. I've never pulled a King of Pentacles in reverse. That was a first for me. And Batty, you should absolutely download Instagram. That way you can come on the show. Guys, I wish I could do more live streams than Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It's just really tough. It would be really tough for me to do it during the week with my daughter here. Who's 11 and she's nosy. So she definitely doesn't need to hear about like 90% of the things that we talk about, or 90% of the things that I say on the show, especially about myself. So yeah. But I do promise to consistently do live streams Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So okay. All right, Virgo. Virgo. What's going on in Virgo's energy? Virgo. Let's do a quick cut. Virgo. Oof, Virgo. I haven't seen that card in a while. All right. Super clear message. Virgo, somebody fucking cheated on you like recently and broke your heart. Like really bad. Like just total fucking betrayal. Somebody that you loved. Um, hmm. And you've been feeling lonely. The next card out was the Nine of Cups. You have wish fulfill, like you have what you've hoped for, wish fulfillment coming in divine timing. It's coming in for you. It's coming in for you. Um, can I get another card here on this wish fulfillment? Oh, yeah. Um, I think you're gonna meet somebody like really attractive. The Ace of Wands. This is like just total, like a passionate new beginning. Passionate new beginning for sure. A lot of, by the way, a lot of fire energy. Temperance is Sagittarius energy. Ace of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. Virgo, you have somebody new coming in. Can I get another card for Temperance? Mm, card. Interesting. All right, I'm gonna stop there, but we have a lot. You found out somebody fucked you over, like cheated on you, and you walked away, by the way. And that's why the universe is rewarding you. Um, Listen, I very rarely will say something where like I feel like with a strong pull that it could be a specific element, like about a person in your energy. I haven't got a strong feeling like this in a while. This is a fire sign, or they have a fire rising sign, specifically a fire sign sun, fire sign rising. Um, you got the King of Wands after the Ace of Wands. You have somebody really great coming in, somebody super passionate, somebody who's like a real, like a real monster in the sack. I was trying to think of a nice way to say that. Somebody who is going to make you very happy. and looks really good too. Somebody very passionate, creative. Somebody super fucking successful. Like people look up to this person. This person's like boss energy for sure. Um, this might be a Sagittarius, but it's definitely a fire sign. And it's coming. It's really coming because you decided to take a chance to walk away. Um, or I don't know if you took a, you know what? I don't think you took a chance to walk away. I think you did the right thing for yourself and you fucking walked away because that's what you should do when somebody does this to you. If somebody can't appreciate you, they're gonna have to learn how to appreciate somebody, you know, a lot less than you, frankly. Um, this is a really straightforward reading. Um, you're gonna like this King of Wands. You really are. You really are. This person's super successful. I think they like run a team. This person might have their hands in a lot of like projects. Um, hey Devani, thanks for watching. I'm just hitting about 2.5 hours on the stream. I actually would be happy to do a quick phone reading for you since I'm just finishing up Virgo. Just send me a message on Instagram. My information's on the top right, and I'll call you through the app. And I'd love to have you on. We could do a quick reading for you. So, all right, Virgo, this is really nice. You're gonna like this person. This person's super dynamic. Yeah, Devyani, did I say your name right? If you want to send me a message right now on Instagram, I can give you a call through the app. I'd love to have you on. Um, I'll give you a second. Okay, so we did Scorpio, we did Capricorn, excuse me, we did Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. Guys, I will timestamp. I just have to go back and rewatch it. Because I keep forgetting to do that. So, yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I do my show every Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 6. Yeah, I usually try to get through a whole element sign, but we keep getting a ton of callers. All right, we got a follow request here. Who do we got? Okay. It's gonna see if we got any message again, just send me a message on Instagram. Let's see. Okay. I don't see any requests from you. Um, let's see. Hmm. Let's see. All right. Sorry, I don't see anything from you. Um, yeah, you just have to send me a message on the app. I'll give you another second. Um, let's see. Oh, okay. You're on my other one. Anybody in the chat, is that legible in the top right, that writing? I tried to make it a little bit easier so people could see. If it's not, I can make it bigger. Um, all right. All right, let's get this caller on. Um, Actually, Devyani, it's too much work for me to switch to my other Instagram account. That's my personal one. If you don't mind, if you can just send me a message on the White Dog Tarot instead. Actually, here we go. Yeah, and thank you everybody. Thanks for watching. It's like almost 9 here, so this is gonna be my last call. Um, Vivid brainwaves. Okay. All right. Go. Send message. Okay. Sorry, everybody. Sorry that took a second. Um, hmm, okay. I don't know why, but it's not allowing me to make calls. So, all right. There we go. Guys, sorry everybody for like the lag here and taking a call. Um, I'm really bad with technology. So um, here we go. Okay, I see you. There we go. All right, here we go.
Hi,
Hey there, how are you? Who am I speaking with?
it's Devyani.
Devyani, did I say your name right?
Yeah,
Hi. Thanks so much for reaching out. I'm Stefan. How are you today? It's nice to meet you.
I'm good. Nice to
Um,
meet you.
where are you calling from?
Boston?
Boston. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you so much for watching, by the way. I'm sorry for that little bit of lag.
No problem.
So, what's on your mind?
I just wanted to have a love reading.
Okay, sure. Um, are you seeing anybody now?
Um,
Anybody?
I I was talking to someone, but stopped talking a week before. I'm seeking like long term in marriage.
Okay, sure. Yeah, let's see what comes out. Yeah, and again, it's so nice to meet you. Thank you so much for calling. How long have you been in Boston for?
Uh, 5 years.
Oh, okay. Wow. I used to go there
Where
I used to travel there for work all the time. Um,
where are you from?
I live in New York.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, I'm in the Hudson Valley. I'm like an hour north of New York City, where there's a lot of trees. Yeah. Well, you certainly have a very thick Boston accent. I'm
I
just kidding.
don't think so.
I was being cheeky. I know you don't have a Boston accent. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on in Devyani's energy. Did I say your name right?
Yeah.
Okay. I love your name, by the way. Okay. What's going on in Devyani's energy? What do you do for work, Devyani?
I'm an engineer.
Oh, you're an engineer? What
Yeah.
kind of engineer work do you do?
I do data engineering.
Oh, wow. Whew. All right. Let me get a couple more cards. Do you live by yourself? Do you live with anybody?
Yeah, I have roommates.
Oh, you have, okay. Um, hmm, interesting. Another card. All right. Oh, gosh, I love tarot. Okay, Devyani, you asked for a love reading. You got one. Um, the first card out was the Empress. I'm gonna pull. By the way, are you watching or just listening?
I'm just listening to you
Okay.
right now.
You can of course go back and rewatch it if you want to see the cards. The
Mhm.
first card that came out for you is the Empress. I mean, I'm gonna get a clarifier to see a little bit more. I
Mhm.
actually, so are you ready for this? I pulled three
Yeah.
cards. This is what I'm picking up initially. Um, this Empress energy is not you. This is somebody you don't know that's like so like this is the embodiment of like beauty and like creation. like somebody who's like a great parent, like someone like sexy. Of course, we could be talking about a man in your case, if that's what you're looking for. Somebody who's just like feels abundant and like super magnetic. And this person, a lot of people want this person. A lot of people want this person. The next card that came out was the Five of Wands. This is a card of like competition. Like, I feel like a lot of people compete for this Empress's, like, just energy being around her. Like, she's just a magnetic person. Like, people just want to be around her. And you're never going to guess what the third card that came out was. The Lovers. I can't make this shit up. I mean, this is the card of relationships, not just relationships. This is like a soul connection. This is like soulmate energy, divine connection. What this tells me, I think this person is going to pick, like, I think a lot of people want this person. And I don't think you know this person, by the way. I'm almost positive you've never met them. Almost positive. And I don't think that they live, are you in like the suburbs of Boston?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like Somerville, yeah.
Okay. I'm not super familiar with like a lot of the suburban areas outside of Boston, but what I just got very strongly, this person does not live in like an urban area. Like doesn't live in like like what you would call a city. No, like that doesn't mean they live in the middle of the woods, but this is somebody who lives somewhere where they have like a yard with green grass and trees, things like that. But this person, what it looks like, a lot of people want them and compete for their time. I feel like this person is going to like see you and just be very like taken by you. And it might even kind of shock you a little bit. Like, I think you might even start to question, like, why does this person like me? Like, they have so many options. Wow, I just got chills. All right, confirmation. I'm just getting that very strongly. But Devyani, listen, I pulled 3 cards, and 2 of them were major arcana, which means something very significant going on in your life. And you got the Empress and the Lovers, which is absolutely hilarious to me. That's so specific. I want to get a couple more cards for you, okay? Is there anything else you want to talk about or like know about? Like, what's going on in your life? Have you had a serious relationship like somewhat recently?
No.
Or
I'm looking for like something long-term commitment.
yeah, I got that from you. I mean, that's what the Empress is.
But I only meet like people who are like heartbroken or something.
Yeah.
That's just like hard to deal.
Yeah. I mean, I certainly know how you. I mean, I can relate to that 100%. You know, we're all carrying trauma and wounds. Just only some of us know how to heal from it. You know, it's really sad actually. You know, it's. I mean, I can tell you right now. I mean, this like lover's energy. You know, I mean, I've met people who I, to this day, I'm certain might have been right for me, and there's just too much trauma that they didn't know how to handle and heal from, that like wouldn't, you know, allow us to have a good relationship. I know how you feel. It's probably really frustrating, I imagine.
Yeah, I have 2 more questions. Like, will this go somewhere or like it's going to be short term? Also, like, when will I meet?
I'm gonna pull some more cards. Listen, if my very, very strong feeling that I can share with you, I don't know how familiar you are with tarot or how much you watch it. I didn't get the Page of Cups or even the Two of Cups, which are love offers. I got the Lovers and I got the Empress. The Lovers is like a soul connection. This is not somebody who's in and out of your life. This is somebody who like you feel like their energy, they stay with you. This is like a divine connection. This is not somebody who's flighty. That's not what the Lover's card is. This is not a page energy. Can I get a couple more cards? Let's see what else for Devyani. What else does she need to know about this Empress, this Lovers? Oh my goodness. This is such a fun, happy reading. I'm so glad that I got you on the phone. This is a great last reading for me to do for the night. This is so happy. I'm just getting a couple cards, Devyani, then I'm going to tell you what I got, okay? Oh my gosh. Okay. The person that I'm seeing coming into your energy is the person that you've been really hoping for. This is not a broken, flighty person. This is a person who really knows what it is, or has this desire to be like a good parent, somebody who wants a family, somebody who is very magnetic, and somebody who has a lot of like abundance and material abundance. The Empress was clarified by the Ten of Cups. This card is complete, like, joy, peace, family. There's literally a happy family standing under a rainbow of cups. That's what this person is going to be to you. I mean, it came out right after the Lovers. If every person wanted a love reading and got the Lovers card, and then immediately after got the Ten of Cups, we would have a world of very happy people madly in love. These are like the two best cards that could possibly come out in a love reading. And you got the Empress, which is, I mean, she is like the embodiment of all the Queen's energy. What's your sign, by the way?
I'm Virgo.
You're a Virgo?
Yes, sunshine.
You know what? I actually just did a Virgo. That was like right before I took your call. I just finished up with a Virgo reading. Afterward, you should rewind and rewatch it. This actually happened to someone else earlier. I don't believe in coincidences. I mean, if I do a sign reading in a general, and then you happen to come on right after that, I would be surprised if there's not at least a message in there for you. You should check it out. I only did a couple card spread. Okay, so going back to this, you got the Ten of Cups, then you got the Chariot. This person is coming towards you like really confidently. And again, this is not a broken person, Devyani. I've never, like, I don't say something like that unless I really believe it to be true. This is a person who's confident. The Chariot is about like having like a real sense of confidence, but it represents the healthy part of our ego. That means that it's not like a toxic energy. Like, this is somebody who like has their shit together, who wants what you want, and they're coming towards you. This is like going forward in confidence. And the Lovers was clarified by the Strength card. This is a card, this can also be about overcoming like obstacles and like a bit of endurance, which is interesting because I think what this tells me, clarifying the Lovers, I'm getting a couple messages. One, the way it's positioned under the Lovers and next to the Chariot, I'm seeing it be representative of actually like a pretty like complex type of energies. I see it being representative kind of what you've had to go through, it sounds like, recently, and recently being like, I don't know, like the last year, maybe more. Like the amount of like inner strength and endurance you felt like you've kind of needed to have, especially when it comes to like really putting yourself out there with people and not having it work out. And that does take a lot of fucking strength, because a lot of people, it's like, I know what it feels like. It's like you just keep trying and you keep being optimistic. And it's just, you keep meeting people that like just aren't there, you know, they're not the right person for you. And I know that takes a lot of strength and endurance. Like, it takes a lot of inner strength. I feel like you have like a quiet strength to you. I really do. But furthermore, what I'm getting is that this person, one, they could be a Leo placement. That's very possible. I think this person really mirrors that in you. I think that's how you might know that this is them. I think that this is somebody who, like, has a lot of mental fortitude, with dealing with things. Like, somebody who kind of has like this quiet fearlessness to them. Like, truly. Like somebody who doesn't get shaken or like shook easily. Like somebody who kind of has like a steady hand. Like handles conflict really well, like really well. Wow. This is such beautiful energy, Devyani. It really is. You know, tarot it's strange where it's really, at least for me, it's really tough to understand timelines. I mean, generally, when I see stuff like this, I mean, timelines are not years to me when I see them in tarot. I mean, it could be like a few, like near future in tarot could be tomorrow. It could be a month. It could be 2 months. But this is not energy that you're going to be like waiting for as your hair turns gray. This is going to be sooner rather than later. I mean, you got the Chariot. This is coming towards you quicker than you think. It really is. And the final message that I got from the Strength card, it's also just wanting you to know that this person who really feels like significant. I mean, it's everything you wanted. It's your 10 of Cups. It's somebody that you're really gonna feel like a connection with, like a soul connection with. Somebody who like sees you, you see them. They're coming. It's telling you to keep your strength. Like, have the strength and endurance to stay optimistic and open, you know? You gotta keep yourself open to meeting people and meeting the person, you know? It's hard to say, you know, some people, like these soul connections, it's like, you know, immediately. You might not. And in the case that you don't know immediately, all I would tell you is to keep your heart open, and just be like, give people a chance to prove themselves to you. And that's how you will know if like this is that person, you know. You very well, it might be like love at first sight, and you guys know, and you know immediately. I suspect you're gonna know if this is your person by the way they talk and the way they carry themselves. Like, you're going to feel that this is a person who is like emotionally stable and not like carrying, like, this is not a broken person that you have to fix. That's really what I'm getting from this. And we can always tell pretty quick if somebody is carrying around that shit or not. Or if this is somebody who is like a well-balanced adult. You know, that's really looking for what you're looking for. But wow, this is really beautiful.
Yeah, such a wonderful reading.
It really is. Honestly, this energy is going to help me go to sleep tonight, because sometimes some of the readings are kind of dark and I just can't let them go. This is really beautiful. Just listen, I know how you feel. You know, I'm somebody who would love to have somebody in my life like have that like 10 of Cups with somebody. I'm definitely okay being by myself, and I think that's really important. And it seems like you are too, but you're just ready to have that next thing. Be patient. You know, the right people take time to find us, and sometimes things are not given to us until like we're ready for them. You know, like maybe you needed to experience like something else before this person could come in, or maybe they did. There's always a reason for that. But keep yourself open. And if you get a weird feeling that you should go somewhere or do something, always listen to it. That's your intuition, and it's never wrong. So if you get a weird feeling, don't second guess it. That's the universe trying to pull you in a direction. But I think this person is going to find you, and I think they're coming towards you. I really do. I mean, I really do.
I have just one clarified question. Like,
Please.
will this person be of like my own race or like someone foreign?
You know, I've never actually been asked a question like that in tarot.
Okay.
I can try to pull, but I might just end up telling you I don't know. Because what I don't do, I'm not gonna guess, and I'm not gonna tell you something if I don't have a strong conviction about it, because I don't think that's right. And I also am not great at looking at race. I don't really see that with people, like 3D or 5D. And so it's really tough for me to kind of single that out. Let me see. Let me see. I guess I could try something new. Let's see. Hey, sometimes soulmates are not who we think, you know? I do understand why you ask, you know? I mean, I know that, I mean, do you feel like there's a cultural thing that, does that, can I ask you a question? And if you don't feel comfortable answering it, you know, I grew up in a very, like, a super, super diverse area in Atlanta, like, for quite a few years. And I had friends of all different backgrounds. Do you feel like, your cultural background, in any way, like, limits or, affects the way that you're able to meet people? Like, I know that's a broad, and if you're not, I know that's like a personal question.
No, that's a very generic question for me. Like, I feel for myself, like, yes. Also, I'm Indian, like, so we have a lot of family influence, this and that.
That's why I asked. I know that there's probably a lot of like really layered nuances, like, and probably a little bit of pressure too, I imagine, which is probably not fun. I mean, I know how you feel. Yeah, I know how you feel. Have they been trying to help you find somebody?
They are trying to, but like that doesn't work. They are in India, I am up here.
So they
can't find.
Is tarot a big part of Indian culture, or is that something that is?
I think it's picking up now.
Okay.
India has like a lot of astrology thing, like chart seeing, planetary position. Like we believe a lot.
Yeah.
But tarot is something new, and I think that's getting picked up.
Yeah. You know, all I would say, and I know that it's easier said than done, but when it comes down to our personal happiness, you know, what never makes us happy is doing something or not doing something for someone else, because of how it might make, like, our perception of what other people are going to think. You know, love is so strange, you know? Sometimes, like, the people that we meet are not who we expect. And when it comes down to that, I mean, you seem like a very grounded person. You know, if you feel like something is meant for you, like, stand up for it. Stand up for your own happiness. Even if somebody doesn't agree with it, if somebody doesn't like what makes you happy or a person that makes you happy, then you know what? Maybe that person shouldn't be in your life, you know? Because if they don't understand that something is good for you and makes you happy, then that says a lot more about them and like their self-limiting beliefs. I do want to pull a card. to see if we can get a little bit more info on this person. Can we get another card for? And thank you so much for being open and answering that question. You know, I think a lot of people don't understand that aspect of like Indian culture. Like there's a lot of family ties to it, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a lot of pressure. I hear you. Okay, can we get another card? Who is this person? All right. Devyani, I don't know. Listen, I just want to say, I can't, I don't know if it's right for me to give you a yes or no answer because I don't want to in any way, like, try to get in the way of the universe and make you put up blinders to the right person because of what I say. Okay?
Yeah.
I just want to preface that. That being said, I am getting a message, and if you feel like it will be helpful for you to hear it, but in a way that is not going to, like, again, affect like your ability to open up to somebody, because what I don't want is in 3 weeks when like your dream guy shows up, you go, oh, Stefan said he doesn't have blonde hair, and you tell this guy to like hit the road. What I can tell you is I don't think this person is Indian, and I honestly was not expecting to get a strong message. I'm kind of shocked, truthfully. I'm kind of shocked that I did get a message. I don't think this person is Indian. I mean, all of my cards were upright in my deck, and I just got a reversal. This person's not Indian, and I got an ace, which is excuse my language, fucking hilarious, because that represents something new. That represents something like a new offer, like of abundance, of like something new. I'm not reading it as a reversal, like in a negative way. I'm seeing it as an upright pentacle, and it was reversed because, I mean, you asked me a very specific question, and I really don't like yes or no questions because it's like a slippery slope. But I think the universe is trying to give you an answer, and I feel like obligated to tell you this person may not be of the same cultural background as you. Now, this could also mean that maybe like they're the same race as you, but they don't like adhere to the same type of like, again, this could be any, I'm going to get one more card because I'm really fascinated, but this just might not be, let's say, like the cookie cutter type of person from like the same culture background as you. Like this could be like like somebody who maybe grew up in America, or like doesn't, who feels like a little bit more like different but the same. But I mean, you're going to feel a really strong connection with this person. Can I get one more card?
Thank you so much for
I got one more
doing
card.
such deep reading.
Oh, listen, I just have to tell you what I see. But listen, all my readings are always free. If the exchange for me, if in any way, if this happens to resonate in the future, please let me know. All right.
Okay.
Oh my gosh. All right. This is such a strong message. This whole reading is crazy. All right. This is true love if I've ever seen it. You have every card telling me so. The last card that I pulled to answer your question about if he's the same cultural background as you, it was clarified by the Tower card. This person isn't. They're not.
Okay.
I mean, if I'm wrong, please let me know so I can get better. But I am getting such a strong feeling. I think it's going to cause a Tower moment for either you, and it could be a good Tower moment. It's going to be it's going to feel like an upheaval on some level. And it could honestly be tied to some weird expectation that you might feel is like, I don't want to say taboo, but like, I think everybody in your life, whoever they are, that is kind of in your energy around this and making you feel the way you do, I think that this person is going to be different than what they expect for you, or just like this generic version of what they think you should have or shouldn't have. And I think it's going to create some waves, not bad waves. It can be, if you don't like, it all depends on how you handle it. But I think that you might actually feel a little conflicted for a moment. I think it's going to shake you up a little bit because it's going to be somebody that you don't expect. I really do. And I think you're going to feel a little bit of uncertainty, or like almost like, I don't know, like pressure, outside pressure about this person, because you're going to know your feelings for them. But I think, Devyani, if this person is who I think they are, I think this might be this is crazy. I think this might really be like a test from the universe, like challenging you, like maybe what you know to be like a status quo, or like what you know to be like your idea of what something should be. I know this is really like specific and broad. I'm channeling a lot of really fucking crazy messages that I wasn't expecting. I think the test might be that this person doesn't like fit the version of what you expected, or what other people expected you to find in someone.
Mm-hmm.
And that's going to be a decision for you. To me, it's always an easy decision. Love is love. Like a soulmate is a soulmate. If somebody makes you happy, it doesn't matter what like, you know, what their skin color is. I will tell you though, this is going to be somebody, this is not going to be like, if you kept it really simple, this is somebody that it wouldn't be a hard choice for you, because this isn't going to be somebody that you feel like you have nothing. There's going to feel like a really strong connection that might be unexplainable, like a soul connection. Like you're going to really care about this person. And I think that is going to be so strong that some of this other, like, frankly, like these bullshit, like kind of like cultural expectations, I don't even think I think this is going to literally drown that out for you. But I do think that it's going to cause a tower moment, like to a degree. Wow. I'm so glad that you asked me that. I feel like I just, thank you. You know, I'm somewhat new to tarot. I've only been doing this for about 6 months.
Okay.
This is really beautiful. I know this is intense. This is intense.
Thank you, like, for doing
Oh, it's my pleasure. You know, I know it's funny. This is like a beautiful reading, and I don't know, like the last couple cards, I know that might be like a little scary. Like we just got a lot of information. It's scary when we want direct answers. And when I say that, it's scary when we get direct answers, you know? It can be. It really can be. I also think it's really it's very interesting to me that we started talking about, like, I guess, expectations that are on you. And then these other cards came out right after. That's crazy to me. This is beautiful though. This is so beautiful. This is so beautiful. Keep yourself open. I don't know who this person is. You know, I just got another weird message. If this isn't someone you've never met, this might be somebody that, like, I don't know, like, it's almost like they've existed, like, I don't know, maybe you could have, like, passed this person, or just kind of not, I don't know, I just feel like this person's in your energy really strong. Like, I don't know. Ugh, should I pull another card? Like, I'm almost feeling like you might have, like, you could have potentially seen this person's face at one point. Like, you might not even know their name. I don't know. I'm getting a really strange message. I'm not sure about that. I don't think you're on... I'm having a really hard time understanding if you know this person or not, or if you know of them, or something kind of weird like that. Like, just a for instance, I'm not applying this to you. You work in a big office, like you work in a company where there's 50 people, and you pass somebody in the hall and recognize them, but you never talk to them. Like, I'm getting that kind of weird energy, potentially. I don't know. This is not somebody that you have like that you have like actively talked to or know of from your past, though. Like, this isn't somebody that you have had like multiple interactions with. Like, this is somebody new, or it feels new, like, to some extent. Does that kind of make sense? Okay. Wow, this is beautiful. This is really beautiful, by the way. I love this. Hey, thank you so much for finding my channel. I just started this channel a month ago, and thank you so much for, like, calling, being on the show. It's not easy to talk about this stuff. I always try to be honest too about myself, because I feel like that's the least I can give back to people who are willing to do the same for me. So thank you so much for taking the time to pull cards with me. And if you haven't already, please like and subscribe. It's a huge help to me. And I'd love to stay in touch with you. And now that we're friends and you follow my Instagram channel, let's stay in touch.
What's your name?
I'm Stefan.
Stefan.
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh, yeah, it was a pleasure. It really was. I think this is going to be a pretty exciting year for you. I think a lot of crazy shit's about to happen to you. Just be ready for it. Now. Hey, as the expression goes, it can be in a positive context. Careful what you wish for. You just might get it, So, I think you got somebody really nice coming in for you. I really do. This person's going to be such a good parent, by the way. That's so strong. That is such strong energy.
Such a beautiful, like you are saying, so great. Like, the words are so great to hear, and like so positive, because right now I'm like literally disappointed.
Yeah.
And the kind of like,
you just feel drained. Yeah.
Yeah.
I get it. I get it.
It's very hard. Yeah.
I've been there too. But you know what? I mean, you saying that, sometimes, I really believe that you can't appreciate something like truly special. Like, like, it's hard to really appreciate like love until you can appreciate like loss or not having it. Like, it's hard. Sometimes you need to know how to like appreciate and enjoy being alone, being by yourself, feeling lonely, so you can truly know what it means to appreciate having somebody in your life,
Yeah.
I really believe that. And maybe the universe wants you to be in an energy of like, being happy with what you have, and being like, practice gratitude and try to find the silver lining to the things that you are grateful for. I try to do it too, like when I'm feeling like down or depressed, because it's so easy to find the things we don't have rather than the things we do have, you know? It really is. And you know what? That is going to be really the start for you allowing this person to come into your life, you know? I really think that. So, anyway, hey, thank you so much for coming on. It was so great to meet you. I got your back. I support you. You do what makes you happy. That's all that matters, you know? And people who love you will always understand that, especially when you make decisions out of love and good intention. So, yes, let's stay in touch. We're Instagram friends now. And yeah, I look forward to talking to you again.
Thank you. I will like subscribe your channel and hopefully see you.
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you soon, Devyani. Have a nice night.
Thank you.
Bye. Okay. What a sweetheart. Really liked her. Damn. I can't imagine what she's going through. I mean, geez. I mean, if you think having a Jewish mother is bad, I mean, imagine having so much pressure from your family to find somebody that's specific to, what they want. I can't imagine. It takes a lot of courage, and I can't imagine that stress. That stress people don't need to carry, you know? She's gonna be really happy. I could tell. Cards like that don't just pop out for no reason. They really don't. That kind of shook me a little bit that all that just happened. I haven't gotten strong messages. I don't think I've ever gotten a strong message like that strong before. To a very specific question that someone asked me. So, thank you, Devyani. That was fucking crazy. That was really intense. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. I need to cut this short. If this was a VHS, we'd be on the second VHS tape. We're at like 3 hours and 30 minutes here. So, I need to go let my 2 dogs out. Anyway, thank you guys so much. This was so much fun. And I will try to put out a video for fire signs on Tuesday or Wednesday, and I'll see you guys back on Thursday for the next live stream. So, okay, bye for